good grub. That's what you'll get at Taps on 210. Just a great neighborhood feel where friends and family get together. Check out Taps in the Winn-Dixie Plaza, just west of 95 on County Road 210, proudly supporting our 9 After 5 weekly. Head there for a cold one.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine. Googa, it's go time on a Tuesday morning. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We are going to continue to grease the wheels of football. I mean, we just had kegs of Jags and NFL talk and excitement. Let's take a few shots of college football today. Chris Doering and the Doering Report begins today. You'll hear it every Tuesday throughout the college football season. We will talk about Florida State's opener this weekend against Georgia Tech, in addition to all of the latest from Gainesville, where the Gators now are just headlong into their season opener against Miami. Man, as we get closer to the season for Florida, do you feel me, Gator fan? I feel less sure about what's going to happen. And there's such secrecy and privacy around what Florida is doing. And you're just taking, I read a column, David Whitley cracks me up. Yeah, they still do columns, gang. But he covers Florida. I think he may be with the Sentinel, but he covers Florida. But just kind of those tongue-in-cheek, one-liner type columns. And I read one yesterday, and it was just so funny. This is how you get your Florida Gator practice news, right? My neighbor's nephew's girlfriend is in a class with a guy who takes the ice to the field. And he says, boy, Pop Howard looks good. It's just nothing has been open. The scrimmages, friends and family. So it's very hard to get a good grasp on just what's been going on down there. If anyone does know, it would be Chris Doering, and the Doering Report starts today. We've got brunch with the tour today as well. I get the dirty numbers. All becomes official and crystallized today after Hideki's son pulled one out for my guy here. Hideki, the 8th pick of the draft last week. Hideki. So I don't know exactly how far down I am, somewhere between 1.5 and 2. And we're just going to saddle up the burro, Scotty Scheffler. We're just going to saddle him up and hope, man. Let's saddle him up and hope. But we got brunch with the tour and some golf talk. We're down, to the very end of the golf season. And if we've learned anything from those FedEx Cup playoffs, and I've dropped this little bit of hidden trivia, it goes all the way back a year, and just challenge yourself. Who won the FedEx Cup last year, right? No, you don't know. Victor Hovland, that's who. And he was 6 shots back when it started. So who knows what will happen at next week's Tour Championship in Atlanta. One more stop. They go back to Denver, Castle Pines, the Colorado, Denver area in Colorado. How far are those guys going to hit the golf balls, what I wonder? Now, they haven't played in Castle Pines. Gosh, it's probably 20 years. It used to be a regular tour stop. They did that Stableford scoring there. But, they're playing Mile High. I don't know the layout of the course, but I can imagine we're going to definitely see some season-long drives this weekend. So if you're a fan of the long ball, it should hit you right in the sweet spot. As the tour has one more playoff event before they go to that Tour Championship, the final 30. Will be pared down this weekend, and we'll talk golf with Brunch with the Tour. On Tuesdays, we put a little shine on the high school game and a variety of sports, but as we get going in football, we are hitting some of the hot spots of the prep football season. I know there's been maybe one regular season game. Do the regular season games all start this week, Gibby, or is this a Jamboree weekend?
No, they're about to get started.
So regular season openers this week for most teams, would you say?
I need to make sure of that, but I think so.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're just ready to go there, too. Those kids have been sweating just like they do in JUCO and college and FCS, FBS, NFL. It's hot, and football players across the country getting ready. That includes high school. So we're going to check in on Tooco Creek down in St. Johns County. Man, St. Johns County football. If anything on the sports landscape has changed more in my time here, and I've been in Jacksonville now, over 30 years. The biggest, sports aspect I think maybe that has changed has been the explosion of St. Johns County and all the high schools now that are there. Honestly, it was really St. Augustine High and St. Joe forever. And Nice came about really just before I got, what was it, you Nice listeners out there, and I know there's a bunch of you. When did Nice open? Mid-'80s? And now since then, Creekside and Bartram and Menendez and Ponte Vedra, Tecoy, Beachside. I mean, it's just, they're just the proliferation. And they're all playing good football too, right? Playing good football. I mean, here's Tecoy.
They're all good.
Yeah, here's Tecoy Creek. They're new kids on the block.
Mm-hmm.
Was this year 3 for them?
Yeah, they're brand new. Brand new team, yeah.
So, anyway, we're going to check in on them. That's the high school report.
Ryan Kilmer, their quarterback, and their head coach, Zach Harbison, are both coming in the studio this morning.
Now, I believe Hick can confirm this. I just somehow, taking a sip of coffee, managed to backsplash my face. I mean,
yeah, it's happened.
Who does that?
Don't do that while you're wearing a white shirt, I'll tell you that.
I think I've escaped the shirt, I think.
It's good.
Like the shirt? YouTube, huh? Another the Live Forever golf apparel. Freebie there. It's the last freebie I'm giving you, Every.
Are you grinding over this Austin Riley injury like I am?
I'm going to, okay, let's weave there.
It's such bad luck.
Here's the deal. What's yesterday's date, Gibby?
Yesterday was the 19th.
Okay, so write down August 19th for me, Gibby, if you will.
Yep.
The Mets game ended last night at what? 9:45 maybe? Maybe 10, 9:30. I don't know. Got a little bit of an early start. I don't know. The Mets hit a walk-off last night. They had a 3-0 lead. They blew the 3-0 lead. And is it Francisco Alvarez?
Yeah, that's the catcher.
Yeah, the catcher just absolutely mashes one in the ninth. The roof blew off of the place. My guy probably had a mild murmur of a heart attack last night when that happened. I would dateline August 19th, 9:45 when it ended. When the momentum completely shifted based on news that happened yesterday. I just don't know how you're going to now piecemeal it for another 40 games and get this thing home. Braves lost Austin Riley yesterday. Gone for the year.
Yeah.
Gonzo. Won't be back in the playoffs either. Don't let them kid you. It's August 20th, 6 to 8 week injury. I don't know, go to the World Series, maybe you get him back. I saw the list of games and the timing of the way it's happened. God bless him for staying alive, man. I don't know there is nowhere to turn. The options are terrible. There's no way to know who's about to get hurt, but Ahmed Rosario being out there and available earlier in the week off waivers or last week was probably a move that should have been made. I don't know how they handle it. I mean, they brought up one of their top prospects, Nacho Alvarez, and he is Nacho everyday second baseman from the way he played 3 for 30. You move Whit Merrifield over to third, and maybe they've got one of the Gurriels down there in the minors. He's a long-tooth veteran, could probably play a little second maybe. I don't know if there's a major leaguer can't play second base. But it's a disaster, man. Disaster. And as soon as they get somebody back, somebody else, and Austin Riley has really kind of kept him afloat. He's been pretty steaming hot for a month and a half to keep him, from just completely tanking. It's been a big part of it. And obviously Ozuna's, saddled him through it all. But yeah, I would say August 19th, about 9:30, when Alvarez hit that walk-off, the Mets are a game back in the loss column, and the Braves are now below half staff. To wit, Strider's missed 118 games. Acuna's missed like 80 games. Sean Murphy combined, he's back for now. He's missed like 80 games. This is Riley's second stint. He's already missed like 20-something. He'll miss the rest of the year. Michael Harris missed 45 games, I believe it was. It's one after the other. One comes back and another gets hurt. They can't even get a functioning. Soler comes in, is starting to heat up. He's been out.
Do you remember an injury season like this for the Braves?
I can't.
I can't. You've seen a lot more than I have.
No. It will be now documented, especially considering the level, right? You lose a middle reliever to Tommy John, even if he's good, you barely notice. Man, you lose the heart of your baseball team for as long as they have. And so, yes, how much can you take, man? Meanwhile, they start a 3-game series with the Phillies tonight. And it's Wheeler pitches tonight and Nola tomorrow. So good luck to whatever Gwinnett Striper that got the call up and will be playing third base when this important series starts tonight. We'll see if they get Soler back. They do get Ronaldo Lopez back on the mound. There's only one path now for the Braves to make the postseason. There's only one path. And it's this. It's this simple. Lopez, Sale, Fried, and Morton have to go 6 or 7 innings and give up 3 or fewer runs every single time they pitch for the rest of the year. So do that and you'll be fine. Lopez, Morton, Sale, and Fried, if they can just go 6 or 7 and give up 3 or less every single start for the rest of the year, maybe in that scenario they can squeeze in, and that might not be enough. This team may average 2.5 here for the next 3 weeks. I mean, how long is it? I feel like Albies has been out for 3 months already. What's it been? 2 weeks?
Yeah.
I mean, that's nowhere near a return. It's been just undeniably unbelievable. And yesterday just takes the cake, man. I mean, as soon as you get any kind of momentum, I mean, you just went out west for the Braves. You won 6 out of 10. I mean, you went 6-4. You take it. Was it perfect? No, but you take it. Holding on to that wild card lead. And trying to even to gain on the ones in front of you, and then you get hit with this news. But Darnold got hit the day before, too, up high. It's just.
And the thing is trade deadline's over. You got what you got.
You got what you got, and the minors don't look great, and the waiver wire don't look great, and there'll be some cats that get, put on waivers here, and maybe there's a mad rush for 1 or 2 of them, but not much, man. There's not much out there. And the farm system, through all these deals and moves and all these good young players locked up for the next 7 years, the farm system is depleted. There's a guy down there, just won AAA Player of the Week. Lopez, I think is his name, at AAA. Maybe that may be the call. I don't know. I don't know, but it's just beyond disastrous. Tell us what you really feel, Tua. Dolphins quarterback goes off on his old coach, Brian Flores, at least how he grooved with him. We've got that and a bunch of Jags talk. Let's come back and get into the Jaguars. The plan for Doug Peterson when it comes to this week's preseason finale. You'll hear it straight from him when we return. This is The Drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Big toys for big boys, home of the big honking horn, but so much more. I mean, Murray Ford guy here, truck guy. I didn't have the truck a week. It was the garages over there at Catlin. I got to get it right, from the WeatherTech floor mats to the bed liner to the roll and lock, bed cover, all of it, man. Catlin Truck Accessories. We're back with more next. Thanks for being up and at 'em with us. Sure appreciate you. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Yo, if you've been following me on my bookie, you will know that I'm hitting for straight cash, homie. It's your boy E.T. And are you ready for the ultimate college football season? Using my bookie's sportsbook and casino platform, you can bet on every game and win anytime, anywhere, straight from your mobile device. No app necessary. Just click on the link, sign up, and you're ready to rock. Did you know that the average college football game runs about 180 plays? Every catch, sack, and touchdown is another way to hit that straight cash, homie, using my bookie. And when you bet with my bookie, you're not just watching the games, you're investing in every moment of the action. And I'm speaking from experience. A few bucks on the line can turn any regular game into one of the most exciting games of the season. So make sure you head over to my bookie. And don't forget to use promo code 1010XL when signing up to claim that $1,000 bonus on the first deposit. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie. Come on, somebody.
Get your engine tuned up for Saturday night at Daytona.
Hey, boys, watch this.
NASCAR Coke Zero 400 at Daytona. Brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234. From Jacksonville's NASCAR station, 1010XL.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses.
lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daly's Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daly's Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daly's Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hacker here with a new opportunity for you. The 20-pound Summer Slim Down with Awaken 180 weight loss. Dropping 20 pounds before summer ends, cruising to your goal of 30, 40, 50-plus pounds down. It's simple. You take the last few weeks of summer, eating, drinking, enjoying the weather, but the difference? You're doing it with the 20-pound Summer Slim Down. But you say, Hack, summer's almost over. Well, that's the point. The pounds melt off fast with Awaken 180. I dropped my first 20 in less time, and that easy 20 propelled me to reach my goal of losing over 85 pounds. Think about it. You're about to slide back into the same old fall routine with the same old mindset. Mix it up. Live up the rest of your summer while dropping the first 20. Then jump into fall with a whole new groove. Yeah, I said it, and you'll be saying it too in just a few weeks. 20-pound Summer Slim Down with the solution for weight loss. Online, Awaken180weightloss.com.
Expert Automotive is ready to keep you cool this summer. Right now, get an AC inspection or a system cooling checkup. Your choice for only $19.99. Their gift to you this summer is $50 off any service and a free tire rotation with any service. Their ASE certified technicians can keep your car cool without breaking the bank this summer. Call them at 374-3373 to get an appointment today. Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
Hey, Hicken here for Bow 9 Associates. You'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden, currently called upon for his expert opinion. He's currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder, of course, of Bow 9. Visit Bow 9 Associates today and experience the difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bow 9 and Associates.
Denny Thompson here. If you want to work with new tech security cameras or home automation, Tyson Sound & Security is a growing company looking for you now. Tyson is now hiring for sales, technician, and administrative positions. You'll start at the industry's most competitive pay, and they will train you. Apply online at TysonSoundandSecurity.com or call 762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security hiring sales, technicians, and administrative. Call 762-1000. Equal Opportunity Employer.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
I open the door and take you inside the locker room to get you closer to the field, the players and coaches you care about.
Get a look at Hayes' blog on 1010XL.com.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reese Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
If you're an experienced, skilled plumber or welder that's MedGas certified and you're tired of working for a company that just doesn't treat you right, Local 234 is the place for you. Their pay is the best in the business. You'll walk away with $35.09 an hour in your pocket. With benefits, that's just over $50 an hour. Local 234 has been around since 1901, and that means something. Visit UA234.com to send your resume. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah, CJ groin, re-injured that one. He'll miss this week. Oh, Christian will miss again. Still feeling good, but we're just going to hold him out this week.
There's Doug Peterson on who won't play Friday night at Atlanta, Jags' final preseason game. He says Eric Armstead, who's getting more and more ready, might play, and that Savage will play for the first time since joining the Jags via free agency from Green Bay. Overall, the philosophy of Doug Peterson when it comes to playing the starters and now this third and final preseason game.
Yeah, this third and final preseason game, we usually let the starters play a little bit more. And again, it depends on the circumstance and the way the game goes, but you'd love to get maybe 2 quarters, out of them. But we do take a look at Atlanta a little bit, and we simulate a game week schedule-wise now that the camp is broke, and that's probably the only reason these weeks are important to get the guys no longer in the hotel, they're living at home, transportation here, all that kind of stuff. It simulates and sort of feels like a game week.
Remember a week ago when I said it's going to happen? Get ready for this little narrative. It'll happen after the game, but we're getting some of the preamble to we're going to have to cut some really good football players. We're gonna have to.
Well, we talk. We have personnel meetings after every ball game and throughout training camp, and we talk about the roster. It's still early, to make any kind of decisions. I mean, obviously Trevor's the quarterback, and Josh will be the defensive end, so we know that much. But after that, it's still evaluation, and still want to get as much time with these guys as we can. Right up until the last minute.
All right, so cuts will be coming. We'll worry about that timeline after we get through here preseason game number 3. Peterson, like most of us, has seen the eye-opening performances from some of last year's draft class, right? How disappointed were we in the lack of production we got from the 2023 draft class as rookies? But, man, they've hit the ground running, metaphorically and, actually. Especially with Tank Bigsby and Parker Washington. Doug Peterson saying again yesterday that Washington's been a real bright spot in camp. Washington getting used to the compliments, including those thrown from Trevor Lawrence.
I appreciate that because, it just goes to show that the work that you put in will show, and it's been showing, and I'm excited to keep going. I want to continue to grow and develop, not get complacent, and this training camp has been well so far. Just want to continue to grow, like I just said, and build on it. That's what it's all about. Not forgetting about yesterday, but coming in today and putting my best foot forward.
Well, he's put his best feet forward, man. It's been 2 good preseason games. He seems to be catching most, if not everything, in camp when that went through. The expectations are on Parker Washington. Boy, so far so good here in year number 2. He is going to be ready to get on the field no matter what. Wide receiver isn't just wide receiver, right? Each spot in that receiving unit, depending on where you are in 2 and 3 receiver sets, has different responsibilities and different duties, and Parker Washington is going to be ready.
They make it real easy for me. I came into a situation with great vets, Zay Jones. Now I got Gabe Davis. We had Calvin Ridley. I had Christian Kirk, of course. It's just been amazing. It makes it so easy because I'm always seeing them do great things, and I'm able to learn from them visually and having that conversation with them. It's just been a blessing, and I just don't take that for granted, and that keeps me going.
So there's Parker Washington on learning all three of the wide receiver positions. It sure seems like we had questions, right, especially about the receivers, and I am probably the king of trying not to look at the shiny, what can sometimes be fool's gold in the preseason, because you got to understand where the depth charts are in some of these matchups. A first-teamer against one of your own second or third teamers, or against another team's second or third teamers, is not exactly the lockdown that you can expect, when it's Stingley Jr. over there. Or Jalen coming up here in a month. Our old buddy will be waiting down there in South Florida. But, man, so far so good for Parker Washington and Tank Bigsby in particular, right? If there are two guys that I think are kind of standing out on the offensive side of the ball. And granted, maybe there's an O-lineman in there who's catching their eye as well. But, obviously you see the flash plays. You see these guys getting a lot of reps, and Bigsby and Washington in particular have been taking advantage of those for sure. Boy, Tua. Not happy with Brian Flores. This was prompted out of him. It's not like Tua was having a press conference down there in training camp and decided to, I'm going to go off on my old coach. No, what he said was in a sit-down interview on the Dan Lebitard show. Formerly of ESPN, and Lebitard and his crew down there in South Florida doing their thing via the podcast and, wherever they are. I'm not sure. But in an interview with the Dan Lebitard show yesterday.
Was it the clip about him saying that Flores said he was terrible or something?
That's right.
Yeah, so here it is.
To put it in simplest terms, if you woke up every morning and I told you you suck at what you did, that you don't belong doing what you do, that you shouldn't be here, that this guy should be here, that you haven't earned this right, and then you have somebody else come in and tell you, dude, you are the best fit for this. Like, you are accurate, you are the best whatever, you are this, you are that. Like, how would it make you feel listening to one or the other? You see what I'm saying? And then you hear it, regardless of what it is, the good or the bad, and you hear it more and more, you start to actually believe that. I don't care who you are.
That's enough, Gibby. So there you go. That's just how he felt like he was man. Now, understand, too, Tua's a young player, rookie under Flores. And look, coaching styles are different. Some guys are hard A's, some guys are tough love, some guys are negative reinforcement, and not all players respond best to that. It doesn't make you soft or weak. It's like a nag. Yeah, I got you, coach. Yeah, I suck. How about call play here? I'll run it. That's got to be your mentality, I guess. But to hear Tua there, it wasn't just him. His rookie year, 2020, Tua was replaced twice in the fourth quarter of games by Ryan Fitzpatrick. 2021, there was speculation they were trying to get Deshaun Watson. Remember that? Now, understand that Tua was, sixth pick in the draft, maybe? Fifth? First rounder. 2021, yeah, again, speculation. And then the Dolphins fired Flores after 2021, replacing him with McDaniel in 2022. First season under McDaniel. Tua, 3,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, and he missed 4 games for those concussions. Last year, led the NFL in passing yards, career high 29 touchdowns, first Pro Bowl. So he did add, I think for me, especially right now, I'm so laser focused into what this locker room needs and this particular set of circumstances, it's hard for me to really assess that it feels, how well they're doing together. That was Mike McDaniel. So, Tua on Flores, who I believe is defensive coordinator with the Vikings. Those two do not meet. The ACC experts, quote unquote, have spoken. How do they see the conference playing out? This important because FSU and Georgia Tech open the ACC season this weekend. Florida's first opponent will come from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. Give you a little gander at who the spoiler alert, FSU remains, top of the heap for now, but a lot of uncertainty going into this. Could you see an upstart like SMU ride in and shock the world? I'll give you kind of a scan of who the ACC quote experts are picking. Also hear from Billy Napier next segment on kind of the state of things coming off of another scrimmage over the weekend. A reminder, the Chris Doering Report starts today every Tuesday during the college football season. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ronaldo Lopez returns from the IL and a rehab assignment. He's on the hill for the Atlanta Braves. Lopez 7-4, 2.06 ERA. The Braves plus 105 of the money line. Zach Wheeler 12-5, 2.72 ERA with the Phillies minus 125, 7.5 over the total. Tampa Bay Rays a slight $1.18 road favorite at Oakland minus 102. Shane Baz pitching for the Rays 0-2, a 4.21 ERA. Joey Estes for the A's 5-5, 4.72 ERA. The total 7.5 over. Friday night, Jacksonville Jaguars laying 7 to the Atlanta Falcons in the final game of the preseason. Bet smarter with Juice Reel. It's free in the App Store. Juice, R-E-E-L. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Oh, no. No.
You okay in there?
Toilet's backed up. It won't flush.
Okay, I'll call the pros.
The tank isn't filling. The handle does nothing. Run for your life.
Don't be so dramatic. Duck Duck Rooter will fix it.
For any plumbing issue, call Duck Duck Rooter, your local plumbing professionals, and proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. DuckDuckRooter.com.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
Here I come to save the day. Old enough. If you know, you know. It's the old Underdog theme song. My theme song on Underdog Fantasy, because of course I've downloaded the Underdog Fantasy app. It's the best thing going. I love the way Underdog is set up. It's simple for my simple brain. Over or under on statistical projections. And you know what I found? Here I come to save the day, baby. I'm pretty good at this. Maybe you are too. Compete against others in the player versus player fantasy game. See if you can beat out the pack and become top dog, or just go straight up, higher, lower, and there you go. Underdog, super fun to play, super easy to get started. And I got a little bonus for you right now. Download that Underdog app or go to UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with the promo code PROSSER, and Underdog's going to give you a special to use on your first contest and a deposit offer. That's right. Get all that special just for saying Prosser. Got to be 18 or over, present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. That's here. Terms apply. Concerned? You can always call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Chelsea here. Summer is winding down, and so are prices at the Renewal by Andersen end of summer window and door sale. Upgrade your home with custom Fibrix windows and doors. Whether you need custom energy efficient, hurricane resistant windows, or a stylish patio door, we've got you covered. A better way to a better window. Visit us at bestwindowsflorida.com for details. Transform your home before fall with the end of summer sale. Proud partner of the Florida Gators. License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, gang, Hicken here for Zero Res. You know how hot it is outside. Many of us stay inside, go to the pool. Well, my friends at Zero Res are heating things up. As you know, Zero Res does a great job of cleaning carpets and rugs, but they also clean luxury vinyl planking. We like to call that LVP. Tile and grout, fine stone, and hardwood floors. Right now, hottest price of the year. 25% off all hard floor cleaning. That's 25% off tile, LVP, fine stone, and hardwood floors. Zero Res, man. You spell it forward, you spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean. Hicken here for About 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden is frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He is currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of About 9. Visit About 9 Associates today and experience the difference. About 9 Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
Here come rock and roll Hall of Famers. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. The Last Encores. Saturday, February 1st at Florida Theater. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com. Don't miss Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons live.
Injured in an accident? Have mounting medical bills? Can't work? Don't worry. Zach's got your back. I'm Zach Von Rowan of Von Rowan Law. I will fight for the compensation that you deserve. Set up your free consultation at zachsgotyourback.com.
Get your morning up to par.
Yes.
With Brunch with the Tour.
Tour news, tips, and inside info. Brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A.
I made the Professional Golfers Tour.
8:30 Tuesday morning on 1010XL.
Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Frank Frangie here. They're committed to providing the best selection of Buicks and GMCs for you to choose from with a best price guarantee. Nimnick has been in business for over 81 years because they've been doing business the right way. Stop by Nimnick Buick GMC on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295, or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com. That's Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting.
Hey gang, Hicken here for Zero Res. Man, it is hot outside this time of the year. Many of us are staying inside or going to the pool. Well, my friends at Zero Res are also heating things up. As you know, Zero Res does a great job of cleaning carpets and rugs, but they also clean luxury vinyl planking, tile and grout, fine stone and hardwood floors. And right now, the hottest price of the year, 25% off all hardwood cleaning. That's 25% off tile, LVP, fine stone, and hardwood floors. Zero Res, man, spell it forward. Zero Res, spell it backward. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Now that's what I call high quality H2O. If you want high quality water throughout your home, call your local water boy. We install equipment to solve any water problem. WaterboyJax.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguar General Manager Trent Baalke's plan stayed on track as he got his mission done over the summer.
Signing the core players, that had to be our focus, and we were fortunate enough to get some big deals done this summer.
Former Jag Tony Baselli shared one of his takeaways from Saturday's preseason game.
We saw a handful of snaps from Anton Harrison, who confirmed, I think he's our best offensive lineman because he's the best pass blocker.
NFL Network and Jag reporter Bucky Brooks says Mac Jones aced his test as QB2.
Look, man, this dude was locked in. He was focused. He kind of had that edge to him that you love to see from players who have something to prove.
That's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
It's very evident that there's great competition. We definitely have more depth than we've ever had. And it's a long season, right? We will need everybody. We're going to need every single person. I think it's important that we embrace our role and we work hard to earn more. Depth is critical in this league, and certainly with the schedule that we have.
Well, college football today, when it comes to that season, the longer, the better. 12-team playoff looms. Florida, it would seem, is not ready to take that kind of step. Can they take a step into being, a winning program? Chris Doering and the Doering Report comes your way about a half hour, a little bit more than that, about 7:15 this morning. We'll talk Gator football and the FSU opener with Doering. Meanwhile, Napier turned to the First Coast for some inspiration for his football team as they got a speech from Patrick Young, BPY, Big Pat Young, friend of the program. He's a great young man. You see him on SEC Network. He's been on the air with us a bunch, and has dealt with a lot of adversity. Dealt with what now would be small adversity, and he's told the stories about just the confidence in his game and the playing time and learning roles, and when you're a superstar, on to, had just terrible accident, and right before he's about to get married, paralyzed from the waist down, still working, right? Still rehabbing, and still an inspiration, right? Because he has not slowed down no matter what has happened to him. And so Napier took advantage of that and asked BPY to come address the team.
Patrick Young, just incredible perspective. And I would tell you, what an inspiration. I think I'm just really impressed with his overall attitude and approach. His mom, Benita, was here as well. What an incredible family. And just to hear his story and how much he cares for the University of Florida and the experience he has and the things that he learned as a competitor and now in life. And he had a great message. He talked about how life is now, and to be grateful for today.
So CBS Sports polled their college football experts when it comes to this year's ACC schedule. And before we get to the predicted order of finish, went through the, overrated, underrated teams, players, whatnot. And, man, it just is a reminder of how subjective football is. Like, you're doing a column here where you're asking all these guys, 6 or 8 guys, the most overrated teams, the most underrated teams. And I count 3 teams, Clemson, Georgia Tech, and Miami, that appear on both the most overrated list and the most underrated list. So go make it make sense. Go ahead. Miami, I guess if you're Florida, you hope you get the overrated version when they open against the Canes in Gainesville next Saturday. Meanwhile, FSU faces one of those teams that's on both lists, and that's Georgia Tech. I'll tell you, a team's starting to gain a lot of steam. They're the 4th betting favorite in the odds. The 4th favorite to win the ACC and to go to the playoff is SMU. They built a nice little program down there, and you step back, you take another look at SMU and, where it is in Dallas. They do have a proud tradition. Granted, it goes back a while. SMU could grow into a Power 4 feeling program. Probably not fair to put them in that well, I guess Stanford can too, but gosh, those travel makes no sense. So SMU, meanwhile, is a little bit of a darling. About SMU, who falls in the most underrated category, Dennis Dodd writes, call me crazy, but I don't think SMU's jump to the ACC is going to be much of one. Sonny Dykes and Rhett Lashley have carefully built it to a Power 4 level. The Mustangs get Florida State at home. Their toughest road game is at Louisville. They have no Clemson on the schedule. Everybody seems to have dismissed that Lashley kept it going, cooking after Dykes' departure. Last year's 11-3 team won the American. Was arguably SMU's best since the 80s. They have a billionaire sugar daddy who organized the move to the ACC. With access to better players, the Ponies could compete with the ACC's elite. On top of that, they got 14 starters back, so look out for SMU. We've seen that as a trap game on the FSU schedule. All right, let's get down to and the Canes again. Depending on where you look. Up top, they have them on the underrated list. Don't read this and automatically assume it means Miami will be a bad team. This is on the overrated. Writing of the Canes as an overrated team. Miami has enough talent to be a good team. Cam Ward, a good quarterback. It boasts Heisman upside. Plenty of impact players, but until Miami actually goes out and proves it, that it can return to its former glory, I have a hard time projecting anything beside a decent season. So there's one perspective. But then you go down and you got a guy that says Miami is the most or falls in the underrated category. The Canes are going to have the best offense in the ACC this season. That will carry them as their aggressive defense identity congeals around new parts up front over the course of the year. This year's schedule looks wide open, building up a massive October featuring games against Louisville and FSU. And then you go down to the polling of the experts after some bold predictions as well. Here's a bold prediction from Tom Fornelli of CBS College Staffing. The ACC will shock the world by getting 3 teams into the 12-team playoff. No. Yeah, that's not bold. That's dumb. 3 teams out of the 12? How's that now? Yeah, no. FSU is not this clean sweep that I would have thought. Dennis Dodd picks the Noles first. He has SMU second. But then it's a vote for Clemson, and 3 for Miami. FSU is third in one of these predictive columns. They're first in 1, they're second in 4, and they're third in 1. Miami, see, this kind of feeds to that underrated, overrated. Miami is picked first 3 times, but in the other 3 spots, they're picked third once, they're picked 5th once, and they're picked 6th once. So, wow. What a What a wide range there forecast for the Canes. All right, fire up the band. Let's offer up a football fix, give you some NFL news and notes as we make our way through a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. The fix brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers. Never in a fix with Mandy and her dream team. You have my assurance when it comes to your insurance. You need that. That's Allstate agent Mandy Bowers. And the home course, the Jointon Creek Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly. The best value in golf. Although I did see they're punched here these last couple days, so we'll be in that holding pattern. You golfers know that, man. Oh, those punchy times of years. Anyway. Now, if I didn't know better, I would just say that Cowboys defensive lineman Maisie Smith got a case of the Vegas flu. You know what I'm saying? But apparently that's not right. Dallas Cowboys defensive tackle Maisie Smith back on the practice field. He missed the preseason game against the Raiders because of an allergic reaction. He was on the team bus, ready to drive to the LA International Airport when he began to feel poorly. Turns out he's had these reactions before. He knows how to stay calm. He says it has something to do with milk. Spent some time in the hospital Friday, missed the game against the Raiders. He will take part in some final padded practices today and tomorrow. More from the National Football League. Justin Herbert back at practice. Jim Harbaugh went into some crazy, like the heavens have opened and the angels have returned. I don't even know, man. This guy's squirrely, dude. The Commanders made it official, but, man, Jaden Daniels, it was never in question, right? He just came in from the first rookie camp, said, my job, I got ball. And so Daniels will start for the Commanders when their season opens. Let's see, the Bills quarterback, Mitch Trubisky, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a receiver, both out multiple weeks with injuries. The Ravens' Mark Andrews, told you last week, was involved in a car accident on his way to camp. He's still out post-crash, but they do say he'll be fine. And it doesn't take long for the NFL to take note, right? They're watching these kickoffs. And now they've determined, they see what's happening. Everyone's returning it to, like, the average start position is the 29-yard line. Or if you're a coach and the biggest analytics, if the average start position is the 29, and if you kick it into the end zone, they give it at the 30. Why would you ever kick? All you do is open yourself up to the above-average return. Because, by the way, there is no styming or stifling. You can't start much out inside the 20, can you? Right? Based on where these guys line up and from where the kicker catches it, it's hard to imagine starting inside the 20 even. So I'm pretty sure the coaches are going to decide, yeah, let's just kick it into the end zone and give it to them at the 30. So now the NFL, what are they doing? Seriously considering, it won't happen this year, but they're going to move the kickoff touchbacks to the 35. The new dynamic kickoff, as they call it, is achieving some goals. It's raised the rate of return. The threat of big play is there after years of touchback. Now, whether that carries into the regular season, we'll see, because coaches are probably going to be more concerned with avoiding that risk than testing out the new rules. The average starting position through the second full weekend is now at the 28.3-yard line. That's up 4.4 yards from this point last season. It's already sparked some talk that teams will just kick it out of the end zone, give it to you at the 30. No risk. The NFL, they say, does not anticipate moving the touchback spot to the 35. That was the original spot proposed by the competition committee, by the way. At least not for this year, but I'm sure that possibility will remain open. And that's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. And the home course, the Jointon Creek Golf Club. Hicken arrival and more come your way next. The Doering report debuts in about 20 minutes or so. Maybe 30, and much more ahead on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
I know what you're trying to do.
1010XL.
I'm trying to free your mind, but I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it.
Free your mind. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family, right? That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney, but have you done your last will? Matt wants to know, besides getting your assets to the people that you choose, planning will also help minimize income, gift, and estate taxes at will. Matt Hinson will listen, help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Matty, 904-527-1700. That's 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. Deadline August 31st. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Bold City AC, keeping you cool.
Feeling the heat, Jacksonville? Cool down with Bold City Heating and Air. From repairs to energy-efficient installs, we do it all. Family-owned and trusted since 2016, we offer clear pricing, NATE-certified techs, and unbeatable service. Call Bold City Heating and Air today and experience the bold difference.
Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Bold City AC.
Visit boldcityac.com.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Roof damage? Call before you claim. Green Law Group, fighting insurance companies for you. They will work for you when you have roof damage. Don't let your insurance deny you. Don't call an adjuster. Call Green Law Group at 904-302-7055. Remember, if you have roof damage, call Green Law Group before you claim. They've settled millions and will work hard to get your claim and new roof. Green Law Group. Call before you claim. 904-302-7055.
This is Hayes Carline here to help you break free from the chains of pest infestation. The talk of this town is Kingfish Pest Control. By now, many of your neighbors have already joined the Kingfish Revolution, leaving their homes and lawns protected and pest-free. Now it's your turn. Call Kingfish Pest Control and say goodbye to termites, ants, mosquitoes, and other annoying pests. Trust me, you'll get exceptional service and understand why your neighbors and I use Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jaguars.
Hey there, sports fans. This is Niall Lawrence Stample, former Seminole football player and proud owner of NLS Cleaning. Looking to get your business or home shining like a champion? Look no further. NLS Cleaning is your local go-to pressure washing and window cleaning servicer. Whether it's commercial or residential, we are fine-tuned like a team gearing up to win it all. So for a sparkling finish and a team that's truly committed to your satisfaction, check out our website at nlscleaning.net. NLS Cleaning, where every cleaning gets your business or home game ready for any occasion.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by U.S. Park. Following practice, Gator head coach Billy Napier highlighted need for explosive plays.
No turnover margin and explosives are critical factors relative to winning. That's an area where we need to continue to have focus.
It's less than 2 weeks to the start of the University of Florida football season, and former Gator quarterback Shane Matthews offered his insights on this year's team.
I think this is the most talented team that he's had, the deepest team he's had. If we can just play a little bit better than average defense this year.
Looking ahead to Saturday's game, Noles defensive coordinator Adam Fuller commented on stopping Georgia Tech's offense.
Making sure your eyes in the right place, make sure you're dominating the front so that we can keep some guys playing in the deep part of the field. I think that's part of the test when you play a team like this. And
that's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
78 degrees at 6:58 time and temp, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Oh, super de-duper Tuesday. Bang.
Get it right like 3 times a year.
That just happened.
3 times a year, you get some accuracy there.
You know what's one cool thing they do on with AI or whatever? I don't know how they do it, but I love the if you look on social media, every now and then they'll do celebrities and their younger selves.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
So, like here, you can see it. It's like it's a celebrity with his younger self.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And Macaulay, it's I like that. It's kind of cool looking.
Yeah.
And looking at him through the years, and you see it's a current picture video of a celebrity
with an old actual
melted in with an old actual.
Yeah, it's not like they did an AI image. It's the actual image.
Yes.
They just the AI makes them look
I don't
like
know how
they're
they do
together.
Yeah. I don't know how this stuff happens.
All I know, in about 30 years, you go down the street, you don't know who's AI and who's a real person.
Probably not.
That's where we're headed.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
You AI. Maybe a code.
Yeah, right.
You know, maybe a code. I don't know.
There's some movie coming out. I just saw the previews for. I went and saw a movie over the weekend, and it's like a horror movie about how AI just like takes over.
Oh,
yeah. Well, those are popular right now. By the way, they're
coming,
flying around here. The real people in danger of the AI. Let's be honest, it's us men. Once the women figure out that we're unnecessary, robots can do any and everything that they've ever needed from us.
Anyway, good to be here. Jags training camp officially over. Game day mode now.
I think it's a good camp.
Yeah.
Not a lot of injuries. I mean, we were hoping to see guys look like they're improving, and we did. We saw some guys that look like they're getting ready to improve. Now we'll find out when the
weird
big
thing
boys
is it may mean nothing. It may mean everything.
Yeah.
Who knows? You just
I'd rather see it like this than not.
Our week 1 opponent had a weird thing to say yesterday, and that's Tua Tagovailoa, who you rarely see something like that. And I don't know why he felt the need to do it. Maybe he's just
ass prodded.
Yeah, but obliterated.
I don't think Flores is a very popular guy down
Brian
there.
Flores. And I thought, and I don't know the timing of it, with Brady's comments. Did you see Brady's comments?
Yesterday? About the top 5 quarterbacks? Or
no, I think Brady basically came out and said, I needed that kind of coaching. It made me angry, and it made me more motivated.
Yeah, but you're the best ever, so it doesn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're not
a kid.
Did you need it when, Bledsoe got hurt?
Yeah.
Well, Tom, we got to go with you sack of, Drew's out. We're paying him all the money. I guess we got no chance. You suck, man. Did you not see him there?
Right.
If that's actually what he's doing. Look, some guys, coaching styles are different. Obviously, that didn't work with him.
Right.
And as a young, at a position that important, obviously this sounds one of those deals where Flores didn't want him to draft Tua. At the end of the day, that's what it was. He wanted something else there. I don't remember the storyline around it.
Would have been Herbert, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who it would have been.
Yeah.
So.
If it was quarterback that he even wanted, who knows? I'm just saying he didn't want to, and it just sounded like he was not afraid to tell him that. And there was truth to it. It's one thing when you motivate.
Also, you
harshly.
got to remember, Brian Flores was in New England for those 10 years.
Right, sure.
So he had Belichick, who I don't know if he was that severe. But he certainly was more that way than, hey,
he's not Mr.
Tua,
Positive, but he wasn't like that.
Tua, that's Bill Belichick once told Tom he could go get the quarterback from Foxborough High School to make that throw.
And that give and take was they also got plenty of embraces and hugs and high fives and celebrations, and Tua never had any of that with him, so it couldn't go anywhere.
I don't think there was a lot of celebrations and high fives and hugs except for after they won a Super Bowl.
Well,
I don't think Belichick was
it's
that
such
way
a hard.
at all.
It's just such a different situation with Tua and coming in, and he felt the pressure. He heard the criticisms. He heard the pessimism about himself, and when what he feels like he needed then was a guy supporting him.
Yeah.
We can. We played it, but we'll play it again.
All right.
To put it in simplest terms, if you woke up every morning and I told you you suck at what you did, that you don't belong doing what you do, that you shouldn't be here, that this guy should be here, that you haven't earned this right, and then you have somebody else come in and tell you, dude, you are the best fit for this. Like, you are accurate, you are the best whatever, you are this, you are that. Like, how would it make you feel listening to one or the other?
Yeah,
Well, you have to if you're a coach. Now, here's where the difference is. You have to know when to pull back.
Yeah.
Like, you have to see what's working. You don't continue to grind a guy. If you have a guy and listen, and I get this notion, if you're not mentally tough enough to take it from a coach, you're not mentally tough enough to stare down the Bills or the Patriots or the Jets, right? Mm-hmm. Can use all that. I get all that, but at some point, man, well, Flores cost him his job.
Yeah,
it cost him his job. It cost him his job. I don't like your coaching style. Take a hike.
Yeah.
Pound sand. Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, we did. We went 10-6. 9. Oh, congratulations. Pound sand. And they've been much better without him. Listen, we were critical of the move.
Yeah.
Seemed wrong.
Yeah.
The Dolphins, who hadn't been much of anything, he had him. Was he the coach that went to the playoffs that they lost up in Pittsburgh? They had that one and done? Probably not. You know what I'm talking about? It's forgettable appearances like maybe 5-6 years ago.
He didn't make the postseason.
He didn't. He just had the,
He went 5-11, 10-6, and 9-8.
Yeah, and the 10-6, 9-8 made you think, well, what are we doing?
Right. Which is.
And 10-6 didn't get him in, though.
Did not.
Yeah.
Second in the AFC
Oof.
East. Yeah, those hate. You hate those.
That's hard.
I hate those, man.
Well,
and those, by the way, those shape decisions. I mean, we say it all we want, but that maybe if it was 10-6 with a playoff appearance, maybe they would have won a playoff game. Then it would have been harder to get rid of them.
I have someone on the text line saying that Flores tried to make Minkah Fitzpatrick a middle linebacker. Like, screwed that up. They ended up trading him to Pittsburgh. He's all world.
The Steelers' loss was Adam Gase.
Adam Gase was that team.
Yeah,
wow.
2016.
What about Adam Gase taking a team to the playoffs?
Oof.
Yeah, they went 10-6 that year.
Yeah.
And he was worse than Brian Flores.
Yeah.
Brian Flores is just different, man. But he's had success in a lot of places.
For sure. And I am not going to say.
I'm just surprised.
That's not abuse. I mean, you are a quarterback. I think you do have this mentality as a coach. Golly, this guy can take this.
I'm a little surprised. That's all. I was a little surprised that Tua went for the jugular.
Well, yeah.
Sort of. It's over and done with. I don't really talk about it. Obviously wasn't a good
We didn't
fit.
mix. Yeah, that's fair. But he's obviously, now that he's got a little success, willing to say, this guy was a jerk. Just so you know. I'm so glad we changed.
Yeah.
Mike McDaniel saved my career, so thank you. Who knows where I would have been with that jackass still here?
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Well, anyway, that's our week 1 opponent, so hopefully there's some sort of dysfunction going on.
Okay, so I know the Mets game started a little bit early. You're up 3-0 when I went to bed, so I didn't really think much of it. My baseball news had already been so dire from earlier in the day, so because I need an exact pinpoint because I'm about to tell you something, and I speak truths.
Okay.
What time did the walk-off occur? I figured about 9:25.
No, it was later than that.
It was 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to put this death stamp on the season because that's what yesterday's news, the culmination of it all ending with the roof getting blown off a city and a home run. The postseason dreams for Atlanta ended yesterday. And it was that moment. When you look back on the season, it'll be August 19th, 10 o'clock at night, and it may not even be the Mets.
Yeah.
But
I hope you're right.
Bro, I can't have 60, 70 games apiece for 5 All-Stars.
Yeah.
I can't play baseball that way.
No.
I can't. I can't play right now without literally 5 All-Stars from last year's team. 5 starters. Albies, Acuna, Riley, Strider.
Oof. Who takes his place? Riley.
We don't have anyone, boss.
We call somebody up.
200 hitter. They have a third baseman in Gwinnett, just one player of the week. I'd just cycle him through like a middle reliever. Give me a hot bat.
I'd like you to play that former Met guy.
Is Short?
Yeah, is he still there?
I don't know. I hope not. I saw somebody suggest him as an option. Shoot him into the sun.
Yeah.
I would again. If a guy's hot and if a guy went 2 for 3 last night for Gwinnett, come on, kid, you're playing third up here today. And I'll send you. I mean, I don't have any. You can't just move them around, left and right. I get that.
I saw Riley make a play this weekend in Anaheim that was third base. Pretty good fielder.
He's a great fielder. Listen, he's part of the reason they didn't get off to a hot start, but he's been terrific for about a month and a half, 2 months, while no one else is. So it's just, whatever.
There's nothing worse.
They have only one path, and it's so unlikely.
I hate when guys get their fingers broken when they get hit by a pitch. Yeah,
I don't
drives me crazy.
Listen, man, if a slider gets away from him, that's one thing. The fastball up in the chin is annoying.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's annoying.
The pitcher should have to miss as much time as his terrible performance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, I will say this to Braves fan who remains. Listen, there's one path, okay, and it's this: healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Lopez, Fried, Morton, Sale got to go 6 or 7 innings and give up 3 or fewer every single start for the rest of the year. And so if they do that, then they can play a little bit over 5.
You got the Phillies, right?
Yeah, that'll go well. Yeah, we got Wheeler today and Nola tomorrow,
3 with the Phils?
and a AAA lineup. Yeah, 3 with the Phils. I'm not worried about the Phillies. I'm worried about winning. I mean, the reason the Phillies is a bad matchup right now is it's likely to be a catastrophe in the wild card race.
Well, we have 9 in a row now with the O's, the Padres, and the D-backs. So,
that's tough.
And 2 of them are on the road.
Well, we got the Phillies, and then we go to we got 3 with the Phillies, and then we go to the Twins. So nothing easy
good.
sitting here either.
All right, our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day, one of the easier ones, I think. We got 400 votes in. Biggest concern for the Jags after 2 preseason games. Brought to you by Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Tour, the Gators, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ladies and gentlemen, take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99% and 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. So if you don't think you can afford a Dreamfinders home, you may want to think again. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for all your info. Anyway, biggest concern for the Jags after 2 preseason games, who's calling the plays? The first 4 games? The defensive secondary or the offensive line?
This should be like 95%.
Yeah, it's 86.3 on the O-line. 7.6 first 4 games, which, again, first 4 games, Jeff, Miami, Cleveland, 3 of them on the road.
Buffalo,
right?
Houston.
Yeah, Buffalo and Houston. So
Josh Allen, Tua, Stroud.
Yeah, be ready. And if your defensive secondary is shaky,
right?
And I'm not saying it is shaky. I'm just different
the O-line,
parts.
The O-line, the runaway winner there, that makes total sense. And by the way, is it fair now to make this connection?
Mm-hmm.
Can I now make, at least for anyone who answered the poll?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to talk about the play calling anymore. Is it not crystal clear, obvious what's wrong when the Jags don't execute? It's not the play caller. Not one. What percent, by the way, is now worried about the play calling?
4.6.
Okay, that was like some runaway dominant winner.
Yeah.
Like the play calling that Doug should be, who is it, was like the number one storyline. It just got 4% of your vote. That's how bad the O-line has been. Because that's a popular hot topic. I get it, the play calling.
Oh, yeah.
Personally, I don't think it's as big a deal, but I do understand as a fan what the talking point is.
Sure.
The O-line has so blinded everyone to that, what they thought was a problem. Oof.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dreamfinders Homes, everywhere you want to be, 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Just go to dreamfindershomes.com. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So we've got the Doering report coming up today, right?
Yeah, it's coming up next.
The ship sails. It's the voyage begins.
Well, and I was saying, it's never been harder to know what the heck is going on at Gainesville. Everything is so locked down, private, behind closed doors.
It's that way for every team. That's how
I know that.
Yeah.
Well, but
your school,
sure,
it's tough to find.
But when you have as many questions as you do and wonderings, it makes it more noticeable when it's Florida.
Yes. Yes.
It just does.
Our roundtable dropped with Chris Doering, by the way. So you can watch that on all the social media channels as well.
Yeah.
If you like.
This is a fair point from the text line, and then we'll go to break, come back with Doering. Instead of looking at opponents' quarterbacks, maybe we should look at their defensive lines.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
Anywho, it's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We got so much going on today. We got Doering next. We got Brunch with the Tour. Take a look at those ugly numbers. We continue with our high school report. Going to look at Tooco Creek today and their rising expectations and hopes. So all that and more. Happy to be Up and Adam with you. Happy you're up and Adam with us. It's The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Prosser here. Hey, pick a news source. But the reports are home prices are expected to decline in 2025, even after the election. So you need to maximize your home sales price now before this downturn, and you can do it with the agents proven to sell for top dollar, Chad and Sandy Newman. Hey, perhaps you're worried about selling for less money with a lowball out-of-state instant offer, or maybe you want maximum equity from your home, but you're not sure how. That's why you turn to Chad and Sandy, who have the answers. No required costly repairs. Chad and Sandy are the local real estate experts I trust and recommend for the sale of your home. Tony and Maggie at Jack's Golf and Country Club said, we recently had a job transfer and we needed to sell fast. With homes in our area struggling to sell inside 100 days, we didn't know what to do. Our worries were solved when we hired Chad and Sandy. Our home sold in 3 days for one of the highest prices ever in our neighborhood at over $1 million. Call the local experts we trust, 904-414-6200 or ChadAndDSandy.com.
Always facing some interesting economic times, right? And so for me, it's really comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Those are Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. You know why? Because I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to investing, right? What's this 401k versus this SEP IRA? What does this interest rate mean? But I do know this, as I move closer to retirement, my money grows. And it grows because I found guys that I trust, and those guys are Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman and Reagan Wright. They're Dan Abel and they're Reed Wingate. Not just me, it's Junebug, Drew, as 3 generations of Hickens invested with our friends at ITP Partners. I also have friends and family who work with them. And they listen and give us each individualized strategies where our goals become their priority. I'm just telling you, get in the game, guys. ITP Partners, always there to help. For more info, easy to get a hold of. Chris at ITPPartners.com. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
This is Tony Baselli, Pro Football Hall of Famer. I was known for protecting our quarterback. These days, I'm extending that protection to a different arena, your home. I have partnered with Heritage Roofing of North Florida, your premier local roofers with over 25 years of experience. Heritage is your go-to roofer for hurricane preparation, with same-day inspections and estimates. They also work with all insurance companies. Let Heritage Roofing of North Florida safeguard your home and family. Visit heritagenfl.com for your free estimate today.
State license CCC 1335410.
Hacker here with a new opportunity for you. The 20-pound summer slim down with Awaken 180 weight loss. Dropping 20 pounds before summer ends, cruising to your goal of 30, 40, 50-plus pounds down. It's simple. You take the last few weeks of summer, eating, drinking, enjoying the weather, but the difference? You're doing it with the 20-pound summer slim down. But you say, Hack, summer's almost over. Well, that's the point. The pounds melt off fast with Awaken 180. I dropped my first 20 in less time, and that easy 20 propelled me to reach my goal of losing over 85 pounds. Think about it. You're about to slide back into the same old fall routine with the same old mindset. Mix it up. Live up the rest of your summer while dropping the first 20. Then jump into fall with a whole new groove. Yeah, I said it, and you'll be saying it too in just a few weeks. 20-pound summer slim down with the solution for weight loss. Online, awaken180weightloss.com.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
As soon as possible.
at 641-1010.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Former Jaguars corner and first-year head football coach at Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows, K-12, Aaron Beasley here. Are you looking for an A-rated K-12 school prioritizing academics, arts, and athletics? Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows offers a rigorous curriculum to develop strong minds with an additional focus on growing good hearts. DCSB has been an A school for 8 years, and our tuition is free. Now enrolling. Apply at baymeadowscharter.org.
Duck Duck Rooter is a full-service plumbing company. They can fix everything from a simple leaky pipe or clogged drain to a large-scale repipe job, serving both commercial and residential customers. When you're stuck, call the Duck. DuckDuckRooter.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line.
Hello.
We can wiggle it.
He played wide receiver in Ward number 28 for the head ball coach with over 2,000 yards and 31 touchdowns for the Gators. His teammates called him Captain Doe. He's now an analyst for SEC Network. And here on The Drill, Chris Doering.
Brought to you by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And with that great fanfare, we begin the Doering Report for 2024, Dan Hicken.
He's back.
Yes, he's back. We love him.
Oh, that's good. I enjoyed Chris.
He's raring to go.
Yes.
Let's get started now.
Yeah, week 0, Chris.
Week zero. That's right.
I'm just happy to be renewed for another season.
Yeah.
Hey, we did, yeah. It's series vetting, but we decided we were going to roll the dice.
You know, Shane tried to push you out. I said no. I said no.
One lie so far. There'll be many lies in the next 4 months. There's one right out of the gates.
No doubt.
By the way, who called you Captain Doe?
You know who came up with that? I think it was Mike Peterson. Actually, was the one that, and then it spread from like
Mike P to Jacquez to Riedel, Mike, those guys. They're a few years younger, so I thought that was one of the cooler nicknames of my career.
Well, there you go. ET has kept that living. Chris, when did football become just so important and easy to manipulate that if you have a practice in college football, it's behind the Iron Curtain with a security dome and armed guards? And when did it become just so precise and important and different and it's not just Florida. I talk about Florida because there's so much unknown there, but that no one can even watch or see. When did that happen? Because I can remember watching y'all throw it around like nobody's business in practice.
I was going to say, I think I might blame some of you guys because I remember I want to say it was before Tennessee week. There's always news and notes. Everybody was reporting on what they saw in practice, and somebody wrote something about me throwing a pass in practice. And then at that point in time, Coach Brewer got pretty upset and decided, I don't know if they were limiting practice after that or just gave a stern speaking to the media, as you probably remember some of those from back in the day. But I think there was always a mutual agreement that whatever media members saw weren't supposed to necessarily report on the details, and then it became something I think coaches they developed this conspiracy theory now, like that the media was out to get them. I think one of the guys that probably embraced the media more than anybody, surprisingly, was Coach Saban. And remember, he started doing some of those all-access shows and letting the media around a little bit more and realizing the benefit of the advertisement that you get for your program when you're allowing the media around. So it was one of the more interesting conversations I had with Gene Chizik. He was talking about, as he was a coach at Auburn, he just felt like it was such an adversarial relationship that he felt like there was always something that the media was trying to do to negatively impact his program. But after being on the media side, he realized the job that the media has and the value that they can bring. And so I think a lot of coaches are figuring out the access side of things, but in terms of the practice, we don't see a whole lot of access. I think LSU may be the only team in the league right now that's letting the media come in for the entirety of the practices.
Wow. So it's like you get to – opening day for fans has always been a little bit like Christmas, but your team is like a Christmas gift. You open it up and you pray it's something great, or it's a gift from your aunt and it's a pink bunny suit, and you go, oh my God, what have I got here?
Well, it's worse than that because not only is that true, but it's being advertised.
Yes.
The gift is being advertised as being this great gift,
yes.
And sometimes it doesn't turn out that way. I found myself the other day talking about, I'm hearing they're very optimistic about this, they're very optimistic about that. Yeah. Everyone's optimistic.
Of course they are, right.
There's nobody that's thinking, oh, man, our offensive line sucks. We're going to tell everybody just how bad we are.
Right.
So I think it is a little bit of a smoke screen in a lot of ways. I think, and maybe not even necessarily on purpose. I think everybody just believes.
Sure.
I've never been on a team, guys, that this time of year I didn't think we were going to go undefeated. And that's just the attitude you got to have as a player.
Yeah, right. PFF, I saw this, reasons for optimism. PFF ranks Florida's offensive line the 10th best in college football this year. I was like, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
PFF, I think is a little off.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
In that respect. I mean, that's the biggest question mark of the
for
season
sure.
this year for Florida. I think Florida's done a great job of adding depth, of adding talent at every position across the board. The offensive line, they feel good about probably the first six, trying to figure out who the seventh and eighth are so they can have a rotation that can withstand injury and change up.
But Chris, I do think at least they do have a seventh and eighth candidate. Guys that they will feel somewhat comfortable with putting into the game. Like, oh my God, we only got 5 guys. I mean, there's a little more depth there, as I think.
But I also think they've reshuffled some guys into some more natural positions as well. I mean, Damian George being out at the tackle position last year was a bit of an embarrassment. So you bump him down and feel better about what he can bring at the guard position. But I do think that that is and you never know in scrimmages in camp. Is the offensive line bad or is the defensive line just that much more improved? We'll find out. Miami, maybe one of the best defensive lines in the country this year, will be a big test for them week 1 for sure.
The one thing about Napier, and listen, we've been down this road a million times, so we all know where he stands. We all know what he has to do. We understand, but the one thing that is going to send Florida fan over the edge is if there are game day, like, glaring mistakes that everybody can say, oh, my God, what is he doing? Those got to be eliminated this year. If
people ask me all the time, like, what does Napier have to do? How many games does he have to win to retain his job? I honestly don't believe it's anything about the number of wins. I think it's about the aesthetics.
Yes.
I think it's about how the operation looks. Is there more organization? Is there more continuity and chemistry and communication within the team? It started week 1 last year, guys. You remember the two number 3s against Utah on the field, massive penalty on a special teams play. You have, I think, 13 guys out there on defense against Kentucky on the goal line. You still can't.
Well, 11 doesn't work, Chris.
Yeah, no, 13 didn't either.
Not that day.
You have the way that the 2-minute drill against Arkansas was botched. I mean, just every step of the way there was disorganization, and I think they made some changes on the coaching side, particularly the defense. You get a new D-line coach, a new secondary coach. You bring in Ron Roberts to kind of oversee the defense. You bring in a special teams expert from the Patriots, which I think, from what I'm hearing, is doing a big job of getting that unit in line. So he's made some changes, but I think it has to be better in terms of just the aesthetics of it all.
Yeah, and so they got, you got a veteran, you got 23-year-old Graham Mertz at quarterback. You've got some, If
the O-line is the 10th best offensive line, then I will completely change what my forecast would be, to be honest.
There's no doubt.
I think
that's true.
I think we all agree with Chris, though, that is
100%. I'm just curious how they got there. Yeah. Please be right. I mean, if that's the case, we're talking 8-4, 9-3 kind of football team, I would think.
They may have graded out. Maybe graded out that way. But I do think the thing that not enough people are talking about, and I love the optimism. Everybody loves the shiny new quarterback. DJ Lagway will be good in the future. But this is Graham Mertz's team right now, and anybody believes that there's going to be a package for DJ, that they're going to work him into every game, has no idea what they're talking about.
Right.
There is a distinct difference between the 23-year-old, 6-year quarterback that you mentioned and the 18, 19-year-old freshman that hadn't played it down in college football yet.
Do you think it helps, and you could speak to this maybe, Chris, as a guy who has played before, but do you think it helps with Lagway, outside of what the plan is and has always been with Napier, but you look around the league, you see what Carson Beck did, patiently waited a couple of years, look where he is. You see Arch Manning, who was the biggest gem in the recruiting class, patiently waiting behind Quinn Ewers. Does that maybe make it easier for Lagway to wait his turn?
I think it's not a Lagway thing. Like, I love the attitude that DJ has. I love the attitude that DJ's father has. They've been very outspoken about how grateful they are about Graham Mertz being there and how much DJ's benefiting from the time that he's being able to watch and learn. Like, this is going to be the best thing that could have ever happened for DJ. Like, going in and playing as a true freshman in the SEC, that could be damaging in a lot of ways. I go back. Remember David Carr as a rookie playing at Houston behind that offensive line, getting killed. I think that set him back forever. I don't know if he ever recovered from it. So this is a team that I think that has really good play around the quarterback position this year, with the question mark being the offensive line. But they're better at the pass catcher position. When Montrell's back, even with the loss of Etienne, I think that's a really good group of running backs. But it all depends on what the offensive line can allow you to run and pass protect.
We'll talk about that more next week as well. A couple of quick thoughts with you. Chris Doering, our guest here. He'll be with us every Tuesday throughout the football season. FSU and Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is a good football team. They're not a bad football team, and they got a veteran quarterback back. And so this is a good test for a team that changed a lot at Florida State. So I'm curious to see where they are and how they play in their Week 0 game Saturday at noon.
Isn't it crazy how the thoughts of where Florida State's program is now versus maybe what we thought last year?
Yeah.
And their coach, Mike Norvell, not long ago was on the hot seat or perceived hot seat as well. And I honestly believe maybe the financial constraints that Florida State was facing actually was a benefit. Like, if they had the money, they may have bought his contract out and moved on. But they seem to have gotten some traction now. The DJ Uiagalelei thing, I know he looked a lot better at Oregon State. I'm not necessarily sure how that translates at Florida State. I think Mike Norvell is one of the best play callers in college football. When I talk to the defensive coordinators that have faced him, I think he does a great job of putting quarterbacks in position to be successful. So we'll see about that. But you're right; it's a test, and it's a test having to go through some adversity, traveling across the globe and playing over there. Not to mention coming back and having to play after a trip like that. I know they don't play until the following Monday on Labor Day, but it starts your season behind the eight ball from a rest standpoint for sure.
I think it's kind of a good start for FSU, where the opponents are good enough to get your attention and stress yourself a little, but you still, if you are who you think you are, it should be enough. You mentioned the travel, Chris. These preseason things weren't as popular when you played, so y'all didn't have to do them. I'm just curious, does that favor, you think, the favorite or the underdog, or neither, when you got to get on a plane and fly all the way to Ireland?
I go back to my playing days in the NFL. 2 separate preseasons we played in those American Bowls.
Okay.
One year we played in Australia. Another year we played in Japan. And so it was kind of a cool experience. But having that 5th preseason game and having to come back and start your season after that travel, I don't think it benefits either team. I mean, it's exciting for both of those fan bases, and I'm sure there'll be some good representation over there, but I don't know that you can say it favors one of the teams over the others.
Before we let you go, your SEC champion this year will be?
Golly, man, you guys,
we're coming hot.
Yeah,
I know.
Have you not made your pick yet?
You can wait. We can do it next week.
If you're,
we can talk next week. I will say this though, I don't think there's any undefeateds in the SEC at the end of the year. I think Georgia hadn't lost a regular season game since 2020.
I got a tough schedule, yeah.
Yeah, I think, and not enough people are talking about that. I don't understand. Maybe it's because everybody perceives, Texas or Georgia to be so much better than everybody else. But you look at the top 4 teams in the league, in a lot of people's opinion, would be Georgia, Texas,
Alabama,
and Ole Miss. And Georgia plays all 3 of those other teams, whereas those other 3 only play Georgia. So they've got a tough schedule, and I think it's going to be a challenge for them for sure.
All right, my man. Well, we look forward to it. Excited about it. Football's back, and that's always a good thing, and we appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys. Looking forward to a great year. Thanks
yes,
for
sir. There he goes, Chris Doering. Captain
the
Doe.
Doering Report, yeah. Captain Doe. There we go. 10-minute drill when we return. Away we go here on the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday edition of The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Jennifer, Luxury has a new address in Jacksonville.
Oh, do tell, John.
Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard. We've got over 40 Cadillac Lyrics in stock.
40? That's incredible. Any color you want?
You bet. Pick your color and drive away today. Plus, we're giving away a free home charger with every Lyric.
Fantastic. Anything else?
How about a car you'll never have to change the oil on?
No oil changes ever? Now that's luxury.
Randy Marion Cadillac, where Jacksonville meets luxury.
Visit us today on Southside Boulevard and tell them Jennifer sent ya.
All right, gang, Hicken here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Those are Doctors Boudreaux and Metz, and they're the 2 best that I know of. They've been taking care of me for decades. And listen, I've had some ups and downs with my skin, but they're always there for me. I've had some basal cell carcinomas removed, like many of us here in the Sunshine State of Florida. And what I've learned from them is that you need to protect your skin. Whether it's a floppy hat, whether it's a long sleeve dry fit, whether it's sunscreen, whether you're going golfing, to the beach, to your kid's game. Man, the sun is hot and brutal in Jacksonville, Florida, so you have to protect your skin, and otherwise you may end up seeing Dr. Fader and get that Mohs surgery. He'll do a great job, but you'd rather not do that. But if you have something on your skin that is a little out of the ordinary, go get it checked out with our friends at Beaches Dermatology. They're the best. Give Beaches Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
There's certain places if you go in, they got what you're looking for, like Gate Convenience Stores and Cold Modelo's. That's the ticket. Or get on the craft side of things with something from Bold City or Sweetwater. Hit the cooler at Gate, full of choices and all of them good.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY. Offices, Jacksonville.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Frank Franzi here to congratulate my friends at Big Chief Tire. For the 5th year in a row, Big Chief Tire was named the best tire center in Jacksonville for excellence in tire services. Big Chief Tire has served the Jacksonville community for over 60 years with quality tires, brakes, repairs, alignments, and more. Big Chief is known for fair prices and honest service, and they've built a reputation for treating customers like family. Big Chief offers reliable solutions to keep vehicles safe and running smoothly. Visit BigChiefService.com.
Start your Sunday off with a cup of Joe and some sports medicine intel. This is Joe C. inviting you to join me and Dr. George Bari for Breaking Bones every Sunday morning at 7:30. And if you miss an episode, just look for Breaking Bones wherever you listen to podcasts.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Right now, they're on their way to ruin your day. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. And if you're not prepared, you will suffer. Yes, it's that time of the year. Heat and humidity are attacking North Florida. But help is at hand. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air Conditioning. Mike Merritt has a license to chill and lets you maintain your comfort zone at a bargain price. How? Mike Merritt stands ready to help, routine or emergencies. And Mike Merritt knows emergencies can happen at any time. So with Mike, there's never any overtime charges. And Mike's team works without commissions. Merritt will never try to sell you parts you don't need. You can't trust just anyone with a truck. Call Mike Merritt, the company North Florida has trusted for 35 years. Call today. License number CAC 050384.
Homeowners, good news for you. Accent on 4. Listen up. Loan Pronto now has mortgage rates that start with a 4. Prosser here. It's true. Mortgage rates have plummeted. So low, we haven't seen them in a long time. If your current rate is over 6%, you can dump it and lower your house payment big time. Loan Pronto just locked in a homeowner at 4.99% APR. So whether you got your loan last week, last month, or last year, it's time to call Loan Pronto. Even if you're in process with another lender, stop now. Call Loan Pronto. Ask about their zero-cost rate reduction home loan. You can lock in a lower rate with no closing costs in a matter of days, with almost no paperwork and usually no appraisal. And if you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Call now. Loan Pronto can give you a rate quote in minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. Call 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Call 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Owner approved credit, NMLS consumeraccess.org.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jag QB Mac Jones' preseason performance was consistent with what General Manager Trent Baalke had observed.
He loves the game, and it shows in everything he does. The preparation he puts in. He's one of the first ones in, one of the last to leave.
Jaguar rookie defensive tackle Mason Smith has a specific goal for this season.
Consistency. Coming to the next level, that's something that I really wanted to focus on, just not being up and down and, not having a great game and then coming back and then having a great game.
Jag head coach Doug Peterson, he keeps this message in front of the players to stay focused.
What I just keep encouraging all our guys that are competing is, you're competing for our roster, but there's 31 other teams that they're looking as well.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Advanced Business Solutions, your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
All right, we got some sports concepts, sports rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. Gibby, what are we handing out today, sir?
Today, we've got a lucky pair of tickets to see Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons. Yes, that Frankie Valli's 90.
Georgia.
And the concert's in February, we say?
Yeah, Florida
Though
Theater.
I never laid a hand on you, Georgia.
Saturday, February 1st.
Are you trying to sing My Sharona? When is his birthday?
That I'll have to look up.
Will it be 91? That's what I want to know, tracking 90s.
In the meantime, real quick, tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com. And we've got that pair of tickets to see Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons Florida Theater Saturday, February 1st.
May 3rd.
Okay, so May 3rd. All right, so he will be 90.
Yeah, he'll still be 90. I would just go to see how he does it, how he pulls it off at 90.
Can I here on the voting day nationally, in some cases, certainly locally, here on a Super Tuesday, a real Super Tuesday. Congratulations, a blind. You know what they say, a dead clock is right twice a day. That's you and Super Tuesday. Throw it out there every Tuesday. You get 3 or 4 a year that are, actually
very proud.
Spot on. And I think if there's any area of my life, the older I get, I'm sure I've got company, and it goes to in all kinds of different ways and directions. The thing that I'm most disillusioned and just detest is politics and the hypocrisy from any and all sides at all levels, local, all the way across, Democrat, Republican, just the fault that I can find in these loons is like overbearing. I'll give you a perfect example right now, and you guys can feel my frustration.
Are we going political?
No.
Okay.
Only this. This is my only political thought.
All right.
Anybody else getting these ridiculous spam texts maybe 4 or 5 times a day?
Yes.
From political parties and candidates. They're either extolling this one or condemning the other. Do you get numerous a day?
No.
But have you gotten them?
I get, are you voting for? I get that a lot.
That's just a question. I get a lot of spammed, maybe it's the St. Johns County thing because they're at each other's throats down there. I don't even know who's who.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
They got problems with garbage pickup down there.
Don't we know it? Here's the deal. Okay? We elect people to keep people from doing that to us.
Is that what we do?
We send people into office to stop people from, to stop spamming and cold calling. And so these jerk-offs
oh, dear. Oh, boy.
do what I'd like to send somebody to Tallahassee to make sure never happens again. And that's my phone being assaulted with your idiotic political messages of lies and hypocrisy. So am I the only one that irony's lost on? That they just impose themselves on you in a way. If a company called you every day and you complain, we would pass legislation so that they can't harass you. And yet my phone right now, if we go through my messages, I can find 50 of them from the last month, 2 months.
Oh, dear.
That's who we're voting in. We're voting in someone who spam texted you for the last 2 months. Should go well.
I saw this list, and you can say yay or nay. We'll just go through a few of them here, but there was an interesting one, and it's from a site, and it says the best player in every NFL franchise's history. So Tom Brady, New England Patriots.
Okay.
Dan Marino, Miami Dolphins. O.J. Simpson, Buffalo Bills.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Darrelle Revis, New York Jets.
Also not right.
Okay.
Who did this? Is this
It's this thread.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's called ML Football. Pittsburgh Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger.
What?
Yeah.
I don't get it. This is since 2000. That's what it is. Best player since 2000. It's got to be something.
OJ didn't play in 2000.
If you think that Ben Roethlisberger is the best Pittsburgh Steeler ever, then I can't help you.
Okay. Well, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean,
I get it, but they won 4 Super Bowls in 6 years.
Super Bowls. They had multi-Hall of Famers.
That's fair. I would not. I mean, I
Baltimore Ravens, Ray Lewis.
Okay.
Cincinnati Bengals, Norman Julius Esiason. They call him Boomer.
Can I guess 1 or 2 here?
Oh, you want to guess them?
Well, just 1 or 2 as we go along. Keep giving them also.
Cleveland Browns.
If you see something, Jim Brown.
Okay.
If you see something interesting.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Raiders.
The best Raider of all time, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, that is that's a good question.
Yeah.
Gosh, they didn't. I mean, do you go back to? I mean, in my mind, I think it's Tim Brown, but
Howie Long.
Okay.
Chargers.
Best Charger of all time.
Yeah.
Fouts.
Junior Seau.
What about Rivers?
Fouts is better than Rivers.
Yeah. Denver Broncos.
Elway.
Indianapolis Colts.
Hayden.
Houston Texans.
By the way, I mean, United probably should get a little consideration. Is he an Indianapolis Colt?
Huh? It's Peyton.
Is Peyton better than Unitas? I guess he is.
Yes. Houston Texans.
Best player in Houston Texans, that's Andre Johnson.
J.J. Watt.
That's fair.
Both Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Well, Watt will be.
Houston Oilers.
The Houston Oilers.
Yeah.
Gosh, I sure do want to say Dan Pastorini. I love that name when I was a kid. The best Houston Oiler of all time is probably one like Clay Matthews.
Earl Campbell.
Yeah, that's a good one. He was a short career, though.
Tennessee Titans.
Is Earl Campbell in the Hall?
Yes.
What did he have, like a career? 6-7 years, or was it more than that? Maybe a little more.
He was a highlight, though, man.
That was a walking concussion, dude. That guy's a bowling ball. Okay, what now?
Tennessee Titans.
That's a good one. I guess it's McNair.
Jacksonville.
Might be Eddie George.
That documentary is out now on Steve McNair.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah,
Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's Miscellaneous.
Nope.
So our Hall of Famer is not our best player?
No.
Okay.
Not on this thread.
Jimmy?
The Giants. That's easy.
Lawrence Taylor.
Yep. The Eagles. Fairly easy.
The Eagles?
Yeah. A lot of history with the Eagles, though. So
right. I'm trying to think back where we're going here. Yeah. I mean, because my quick answer was McNabb. To be honest.
No, Reggie White.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look at him with the Packers. I forgot about that.
Cowboys.
I don't know if Reggie White as an Eagle piled up enough numbers to be. I mean, he played for them. He's the best player to play. Anyway, what's that? Cowboys?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Emmett.
Washington Commanders. Again, a long history, but they picked Darryl Green.
Damian Tomlinson, another one, would have been a good Charger. Someone just texted in. That might be the answer.
Yes. Green Bay Packers.
Wow. Now that is a good one. Because it's Reggie White again.
It's not Reggie White.
It's either Favre or Rodgers.
Rodgers. They pick Rodgers.
Yeah, I'd pick Favre. But
Vikings.
Best Viking of all time.
Yeah.
Just give me that one.
Randy Moss.
Okay.
Adrian Peterson have any shot there?
Yeah, Peterson, Moss, that's fair.
Yep. Chicago Bears, I'd take Sweetness.
They do.
Detroit Lions take Barry.
Yeah, sure.
New Orleans Saints take Drew Brees.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay Bucks.
Best buck of all time is Brady, according to the way they just give it out here.
Like the one I immediately thought of is Leroy Selman.
Yeah, is it not him?
No.
Okay. How about, I know who it is.
Who?
Derek Brooks.
It's a good guess. Hall of Famer, too, but not him.
Work done.
Also a good guess. Mike Evans.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He's got 11 straight 1,000 yards.
Yeah, Warren Sapp. Carolina Panthers. That's it.
It's got to be Cam.
Well, it could be McCaffrey, but it should be Cam.
No.
Wow.
Peppers.
Kuechly.
No way.
Yeah, too short of a career.
Lord,
he was great,
that's
but
terrible.
It's got to be Cam.
Let me ask you your Atlanta Falcons best player of all time.
Well, I mean, I know the answer. It just depends on who you're going to go.
What's the answer?
The best
Tree Bart.
No, the best Atlanta Falcon of all time is, and it's not close, is Matt Ryan.
Oh, it's not him.
Yeah, it is him. I mean, whoever they offer.
I may argue.
They say Michael Vick?
No.
No, it can't be Vick. No.
Prime time.
No
Dion.
way.
What do you mean?
It's not even close.
Prime time.
Matt Ryan was an MVP who took the Atlanta Falcons to the Super Bowl. Primetime made a playoff appearance, stayed a cup of coffee and left. So that is, but I'm just going to say who. And again, I tend to like.
Primetime is the greatest corner of all time.
He's not the greatest Falcon of all time. He
Matt
can be the
Ryan
greatest.
is not the greatest quarterback of all time.
It doesn't matter. Matt Ryan is the greatest Falcon of all time, and it's not even close.
I bet if I did a quickie poll, I'd say Primetime would beat him.
Not if Atlanta Falcons fans, you wouldn't.
Okay.
If you want to ask, the question isn't who's the better player, Deion Sanders or Matt Ryan. That's not the question.
It isn't?
Matt Ryan was the quarterback of the Falcons for some 10-plus years, was an MVP of the league. I miss Deion's MVP in Atlanta. I must not have paid attention that year that Dion won the MVP for the Atlanta Falcons.
Last two, Jerry Rice of the Niners and Russell Wilson of the Seahawks.
Yeah, those are good.
So they're pretty. I thought this was
That's
pretty
a good list. Yeah. I got no.
A few here that you would disagree with, but overall, it wasn't bad, in my opinion. It wasn't bad at all. It's just taking a little look.
No, I disagree. Yeah, there's a few of those on there I disagree. Some of these are generational things.
Since 2015, what franchise leads with 0 offensive touchdowns in the most games?
Since what
by
year?
By far.
What year?
By 11. Since 2015. So last, 10 years? They've scored 28 games with no offensive touchdowns. 28.
Okay. It's not the Jags.
No. Jags, though, by the way, have 14, and they're tied for 4th.
Yeah. I mean,
we were a bad team for a lot of years.
Right,
so.
it's a bad team.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for
and the team with the fewest, Philadelphia.
That's not we're not looking for that answer, right? I'm going to go with, let me look at some really bad offenses here. That's such a long time, you forget a little bit. How about that's a hard one. I'm thinking Arizona Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals is,
I'm thinking.
Nope.
Bears?
That's who I would have said.
Bears are tied with the Jags with 14.
So they have a great defense most of the time.
The Raiders?
Nope.
I'm just going up the list here. The Browns?
Nope. The Jets.
Yeah, you know what? I went from bottom to top, and the very top of the list was the Jets. I would have thrown them out there, but yeah, that also makes sense. They've been terrible.
Yeah.
I should have been the first guess, actually.
The Jets, Jets.
I have a disturbing. Can I forward this stat over? I'd like to forward this to Doug Peterson and Trent Baalke.
Okay.
Is that the text we just got?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to forward this over.
It's bad.
Okay, because this is BS.
Okay.
This is bologna sausage, my friend.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So far in the preseason, through 2 games.
Yeah.
With all teams statistically present and accounted for. Rush yards before contact per carry.
Yeah.
Stuff rate, basically.
Stuff rate. It's back.
Number 32, the Browns. Number 31, the Jaguars.
Okay.
Pressure rate allowed.
Okay.
Number 32, the Browns. Number 31, the Jaguars.
Well, we're working on combinations, Jeff. Some of our guys haven't played yet. We're looking to get all 5 on the field at the same time. So I wouldn't read too much into that.
I'm going to note in this little letter, maybe I'll send it, official mail, priority mail too. I'm going to write an addendum on here. Okay. These 31 and 32, by the way, boys, those aren't opinions. That's performance.
Okay.
That's a stat. We can watch with our eyes. The other team holds you to the second worst yards per contact. In other words, they hand the ball to our running back, and the guys are just right there waiting on him, licking their lips, knife and fork in hand. So let's pass since we can't run. Lo and behold, when our quarterback goes back to pass, they get to him faster than 30 other lines let them get to their guy. That's pitiful, man. And this wouldn't be that noteworthy if that's not where we finished last year, the entire year, and quite frankly, the year before.
Oof.
Oof is right. It is a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Coming up at the 8 o'clock hour, we got... I brought you the tour.
That's big. It's a big day.
Hideki-san.
Oh, Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a big day.
I'm going to ride Scheffler. I'm just going to ride him and hope that whoever you have breaks an arm and doesn't play this week.
Yeah.
Because here's the problem. They pay so much money. It's such a small field. It's easier to protect a lead than ever. This is the easiest lead to protect a lead. The easiest week to protect a lead because the payout is,
Okay, I'll
closer.
take that. Well, you got to get the winner. And Scheffler's your best bet to be the winner.
I guess. I don't know. I don't trust these guys that have everything locked up, right?
All right, 641-1010. That's the number to call. As we head to break, Gibby, tell them what they're going to win.
We're going to send 2 people to go see Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons at Florida Theater.
Adored you.
And by the way,
yeah,
they're with me.
What?
On these texts.
About what?
The text line. Preach, pros.
Spamming.
I get more texts about voting and fundraisers than I can count. Amen, bros. These are the people that are supposed to keep things like that from happening. Just remember that when you go to the voting box today. Whoever you are voting for does this.
So you should ask them. Ask candidate one question and one question only. Sir,
why did you harass me for 2 months?
If I vote for you, will I never get a spam again?
All right, good luck. So anyway, just some validation.
Go ahead, Gibby. I'm sorry.
Caller number 2, 641-1010. A nice lady named Jackie won the tickets yesterday. You could be that next winner for the Frankie Valli Four Seasons tickets at the Florida Theater Saturday, February 1st. Caller number 2 right now, 641-1010.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Jags. Subscribe to the 1010XL Jaguars YouTube channel. One-on-one interviews with players, practice footage, podcasts, and more. If you're looking for the best Big Cat coverage around, look no further. 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
Hey, I can hear from my friends at Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his pops, his guys, all from here, taking care of people who live here. People like the Hickens who needed a new bathroom. We called Lockhart, and voila, we had a new bathroom. They did fast, friendly, affordable, and they're clean. They're terrific. I can't say enough good things about Lockhart. They've done my son's siding. Tremendous. Looks like a brand new house. You unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. Their family gives your family a better living experience. So if you have a construction need, a remodel, thought, an idea, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. That's how he works. It's real easy. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction. 994-3865.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of new vehicles. Trax starting at $299 a month. Traverse for $399 a month. Silverados as low as $499 a month. And they all come with a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected for the next 20 years. Plus, every purchase will help fund a teacher's project in our schools. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. Deadline August 31st. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and there's nothing quite like the ease and breeze of First Coast summers. Unless, that is, you have a clogged drain or your hot water heater doesn't work. But that's where the experts at Fenwick Home Services have you covered. Fenwick offers 24/7 same-day service and can fix any plumbing problem you have. With free same-day estimates and guaranteed repairs, the pros at Fenwick Home Services get the job done right and get it done right the first time. You can also save on future emergencies with $50 off any repair. Click it or call day or night. FenwickHomeservices.com.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
David Lane here again for Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. After several surgeries for age-old issues, mainly my back and shoulders, there's no doubt that Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is my sustaining resource for living pain-free. Take it from me, and I'm being really honest here, there's no better orthopedic facility here in Jacksonville.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Clearwater. John, I can't even mow my side yard. It's so soggy. Man, my builder sucks.
Brent, calm down. This is a common problem in neighborhoods where houses are built too close together. You need gutters and a properly installed French drain that will soak up subsurface water. We can completely dry it up.
So I can take my builder off my speed dial now, huh?
Yeah, we got you, buddy. Let that builder bitterness go.
Clearwater irrigation and drainage too.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. Gator head coach Billy Napier remains confident about the progress of running back Montrell Johnson.
Montrell's doing fantastic. He's been able to do a few things. We expect him to be able to participate in practice.
SEC Network contributor and Gator alum Chris Doering believes the return of quarterback Graham Mertz is significant for the Gators.
I thought Graham Mertz ended up being one of the top 5 transfer portal guys in this conference last season. In fact, you get him back again and learn from what they didn't do well and the way they utilized him last year. The intent in the spring was to push the ball down the field a little bit more.
FSU wideout Malik Benson, having transferred from Alabama, feels he brought leadership to the Noles.
Like in the receiver room, we really didn't have a designated leader, but I took that upon myself.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
80 degrees at 8:03. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Can I just voice another small, kind of a crotchety Tuesday here for me? I'm actually in a good mood. I'm Impassioned, PPO. I don't. How do I read a headline?
Yeah.
And I hate how just like standard it was written. But Alabama agrees to record deal with GM Courtney Morgan. Like we're supposed to all just like understand, we got GMs now, do we? And I know what you're going to say. Yeah, I know there's people in charge of we're just going to call them general managers now? I mean, I guess the only thing left, salary cap and free agency.
Oh, yeah. Well, there is free agency. It's called a portal.
General manager. They took a record deal to keep their general manager, Dan. So I'm assuming their general manager. What does he do? Does he do the same thing an NFL general manager does?
A lot.
He gets a whole scouting staff, and they look at. He's got a high school scouting, and now you got college scouting.
Yes, and we have said that they're adopting the NFL model slowly but surely. And
Courtney Morgan needs a better negotiator.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to be a GM and other people are after you, the summer approach from USC kind of got Alabama interested. And I hate to put the word only when it comes to what I'm about to say, but only $825,000 a year? I mean, shoot, the D coordinator gets time and a half that.
Yeah.
By the way, you are more important than any college football defensive coordinator. The GM, no? But that's just what they are now, just general managers, huh?
I guess so.
Huh. Well, the Tide's got their GM locked up. Just one more thing I got to keep up with. Who's Billy's GM?
Their guy left to go to Georgia.
He was the GM. They called him that, too?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah,
he was chief of staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, chief of staff,
Yeah.
too. We got to have one of those.
That's all what...
He's got a bunch of those.
That's what we do. I mean, that's what we do.
Chiefs of staffs.
The Jags are 3-point favorites on the road against Atlanta. Over under 42.5. I would suggest to you. I saw this
under.
Degenerate Danny is able to tell you that the under.
You've not given out any official picks. It's somewhat disappointing. You gave one the first week, but I think it missed.
I don't miss. Hit like the under is hit like 80 or to 90% of preseason games.
They're all like 13-9.
Yeah, they're all. I mean,
I'm surprised they haven't lowered them.
Yeah.
How can that be 42? That's high for a regular season game.
42.5.
That's an easy play because the Falcons aren't playing anyone.
Are we sure of that?
Well, I know they're not playing. How are they going to score? We've given up, 20 points in 2 games, and their quarterback's going to be Heineke and who?
Well, Heineke's not bad. But we're playing our starters for a half, according to Doug Peterson.
Well, and when they leave, there is no option but another former Pro Bowler, quarterback, Mac Jones. I can't imagine Atlanta covers. I don't see how.
That's a Degenerate Danny special.
I mean, honestly.
Blue light that thing.
And I hate to put any kind of real consequence down on a preseason game, but this one feels like 31-0. Let's go home and get ready.
Yeah, let's go get a stack and lay that down.
That's what it feels like. Yeah. It does. It feels like 31-0. Atlanta doesn't care. They're not playing anyone.
You take that stack. You double it up.
A big
basically.
stack. There's a couple stacks. Those fingers.
Yeah. You double that thing up, and then you got some play money for
Vegas.
Yeah.
I was thinking the Jags have. It'd be a great year to be young and single.
-3.
It'd be a great year to be young and single as a Jags fan.
Oh, yeah, because of the trips?
The trips, man. Yeah. Like, you start the year, what do you do right out of the
Miami.
year? You go to South Beach. And, by the way, it's South Beach in the summertime where, the clothing suits you.
Yeah.
Right?
And you can just drive that thing. Just drive down there.
100%.
Yeah.
You can go to London.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's not the young person, but it's quite an exotic.
My older son went there last year, had a great time. So, yeah.
It's
and by the way, you can go, like, for a week and see Europe. Like, you can see 2 Jags games.
Yeah. God, that sounds like fun.
You
Can I do that this year? When is that?
Yeah, you leave on like a Thursday or Friday. Say you leave Friday, and your first weekend you're in London. Then the game ends. Monday you head over to Paris, France, whatever. You do a couple countries. Zip back in for the last game. Leave Monday morning. Boom. Sunday night.
And then if you're around Christmas, you can always go to Vegas, baby.
And you got Nashville in there, too.
Nashville, that's every year, right?
Yeah, but if you haven't,
so is London every year. But and it certainly looks like these 2 games in London are, I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care if you go. I don't tax my team, bring them home, and then send them to Chicago. Just play them there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely a fun look this year.
Yeah, it's some cool.
Yeah.
I'm still a little bit. I wish we'd have gotten that Detroit game on Thanksgiving. It's so weird because it's in November even. It's late November. It's like the week before Thanksgiving, in fact.
Yeah, they screwed us on
November 7th. We still haven't.
They stuck it to us.
And isn't it a very small number of teams, didn't we decide, that have not played on Thanksgiving? There's like 3 of us.
I mean, everybody thought this was a no-brainer.
Can you send us to Dallas next year then? Can we go play Thanksgiving somewhere? You know what our first Thanksgiving game will be, Dan? It'll be one of those night games. We'll play the Colts on Thanksgiving night if we can get good.
Although I would say for people like me who still dabble in the television world,
it's better if they don't.
It's better if
That's
they
true.
don't.
That's fair, too.
That's just me being selfish.
Yeah, I still remember those days.
But you're being selfish on the other side.
The worst thing about the worst thing about the television business is there's no holidays.
Right.
Which is really, if I ran the world, I would have changed the TV industry years ago. And on the major holidays, we would run a call. Like you, this is an important time for our families. We have our newsroom staffs, and if breaking news occurs, we will bring it to you and give everyone off. They'd love.
I'm looking at the little preview here of the next segment. I'm looking at the numbers on the Brunch with the Tour.
Yeah, it just came out.
It's not that
hot off the press.
It's closer than you think. 25-8, almost 25-9 for me. You're 24-0.
Yeah,
so you're only like 1.8 behind.
2 million, yeah. That's all.
Yeah, 1.8. You get a winner, you probably win. Because I got a winner.
And how much did you gain?
And I gained
2.5.
2.4.
Yeah. Okay.
So, again, and you had Xander who did very well, got a big chunk because you made 2.1.
And you made 3.9.
By the way, stand down. The Gibby E team is only less than $1 million ahead of me.
Yeah, we need some winners.
Jeff Prosser.
Yeah, but that doesn't help me any.
Well, sure it does. Sure it does. You're only
3 behind
2.5 behind them.
Well, that'd be
and
so
Gibby
sweet.
made 215 this week.
Ooh.
Gibby blows it. I'm going to tell you this right now. They're both spinning. Gibby and E are both spinning. And I'm going to make E walk 28 miles on that damn leg of his.
It's a DL.
I may do this, Pros. I may call E. I may have Gibby call E here in the break without him looking at chalk and pick the golfers.
Pick him.
And he picks two guys who aren't even playing, Gibby.
I'm sorry, Dan. I
can't let that happen.
Dan, I gave us too much company.
Uh-huh.
The Jaguars are the only NFL team to never play on Thanksgiving Day game, and they sent us to Detroit the week before Thanksgiving. I mean, come on.
That's a slap in the face.
That's a slap in the face.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. If there's a golf god, little G, E and Gibby should have to lose because this is not how it was supposed to be.
Although it's not really Gibby's fault here.
No, he shouldn't have to spin.
Yeah.
He should have to spin, but something should have happened when he wasn't doing it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if he's only 2.5 now, he could be worse.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know how it would have worked.
Yeah.
I know when I miss, no one picks for me, and I get a 0.
Yeah. That's fair. What just happened? Someone flying.
No, I just.
Oh.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something go flying through the air there when your hands went just.
You just saw like the cord, the cord itself.
All right. This whole thing is throwing
Get
us
anxious
for,
when the hotline fires up.
Well, the whole thing
is happening.
The whole thing is throwing us for a loop here as we get ready for these picks.
You know who just called in?
E.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Your ears are burning.
Right. You're walking.
We're docking you $1 million right now. Hicken is being mean and making you walk. I'm going for the financial pocketbook is where I'm headed, buddy.
First of all, whenever I left it up at like 10 million, bro. There's no way I need to be. Man, this is crazy. How did I get this about?
We had to get you something to worry about. Get your mind on work. Some of the pain that awaits you. You think that Achilles hurts? Wait a minute, Dan. I have a good one for the wheel. You have to hop on your left foot for an hour. No, I'm sorry. Your right foot. Your right foot. Yeah, we know that.
I ain't tripping. No, if we lose, I don't mind.
Nah, it's okay. Nah, we're just listen. We have to lash out. You know how it is. This is like OTAs. You know, OTAs are voluntary, but y'all try to tell me, oh no, nobody care. Mm-hmm. We need co-sufferers with us. We need them all in here.
I didn't think work was voluntary.
No.
Man, you know what? I'm out of here.
That came quick. He said, I'm out.
Oh, come on, E.
He did. You did. You're after. You're not going to like you, man.
Hung up on us.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we ride together, E. We ride together.
Nah, that's your guy. You guys are backseat vazzing. Not so much, huh? If you ride together, you'd be picking him up every morning. I could see the two of you every day at 6. That'd be great.
Is this true that Patrick Mahomes once outdueled White Sox pitcher Michael Kopech in high school through a 16 strikeout no-hitter?
I believe it.
I believe it, too.
Wow.
He can sling it. His daddy played.
Anytime I hear a story or an anecdote about a professional athlete doing something in high school at another sport, it's instantly believable to me.
That is true.
All right, this is the drill. We got brunch for the tour next.
Okay.
E proclaiming now that he will, even if he, falls short. So it's time to go. We got to go work Gibby in the break.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Just work him.
Get off the chalk, Gibby. Get off the chalk.
We'll create some sort of dynamic that's no lose for us.
Gibby, I got $100.
Yeah, okay.
Right now.
Would you pay $100 to not spin the wheel?
Yes.
Maybe we should put $100 on there then to split it up. All right, I'll give you each $50.
You wouldn't pay $100 to not spin the wheel?
I'd pay you each $50 and be done with it. You're darn right I would.
Yeah. I would pay $100 to not spin the wheel.
We should put a buy your way out of trouble slot up there.
Negotiate.
Somebody here has sent E a Jaguar walking cane. So we were supposed to ask if he got it. I don't know.
Oh.
Others are just wondering if he's still alive. But that was E. Maybe that was AI.
It might have been AI.
Are we sure he's not kidnapped?
It might have been AI.
That's just AI there? Although we've got no ransom demands. At least I haven't. This is the drill.
Yeah, next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's Saturday night under the Daytona lights.
This race never disappoints.
NASCAR Coke Zero 400 at Daytona. Brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234. From the station with the most horsepower, 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at GolfTeeRepair.com. Now, GolfTeeRepair.com doesn't really fix golf tees, but what they do is want you guys to have fun around the game of golf, and it's a Jacksonville company. Makes affordable golf wear for Jacksonville dudes who love to play. It's polos, t-shirts, hats, hoodies. Go see it to believe it. Go to GolfTeeRepair.com. But they also have these, like, school motif shirts. We got Georgia, we got State, we got Florida, right? We got them all, man. But you got to check those three out specifically because right now, listen, you go to GolfTeeRepair.com, you see those cool shirts. I've been putting them on Twitter, all right? And you pump in Athens 20 if you want the Georgia shirt, Tally 20 if you want the Florida State shirt, Gainesville 20 if you want the Gator shirt, and you get 20% off the shirt, man. That's how good it is. You could wear those to football game. Everybody's like, where'd you get that shirt? Where'd you get that shirt? It's at GolfTeeRepair.com. GolfTeeRepair.com, man. Check it out. Get yourself a shirt and enjoy.
Tropical Smoothie Cafe here with your daily reminder to get on Tropic Time. Take 10. Sip a refreshing smoothie and manifest that you're a cabana side. Slade hot yoga? Treat yourself. Crushed back-to-back meetings? Get that me time. Adulted a little extra today? You deserve a vacay. You're on Tropic Time now at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. And look who's back and causing a stir. Our refreshing Island Punch, Mango Berry Cosmo, and Watermelon Mojito mocktail smoothies are here for a limited time.
What's up? I'm Miles.
Hey, and I'm Jara.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich is how the flavors come together. First, I taste the smoky grilled chicken, then the pepper bacon with that maple bun, added with the sweet heat and the pickles.
I'm really sold on the pickle. It meets you in the middle with the sweetness and the heat.
It's spice-tastic.
Yum-licious.
Flavoristic.
The sandwich of the summer. The Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich.
Order the Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Denny Thompson here. If you want to work with new tech security cameras or home automation, Tyson Sound & Security is a growing company looking for you now. Tyson is now hiring for sales, technician, and administrative positions. You'll start at the industry's most competitive pay, and they will train you. Apply online at TysonSoundandSecurity.com or call 762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security hiring sales, technicians, and administrative. Call 762-1000. Equal opportunity employer.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Don't just watch the position, learn the position.
Denny Thompson is the quarterback whisperer, and he knows.
We invite you into the lab so that you can truly learn the quarterback position.
Friday mornings on The Drill, brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet on 1010XL.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Hey gang, Hicken here for Zero Res. Man, it is hot outside this time of the year. Many of us are staying inside or going to the pool. Well, my friends at Zero Res are also heating things up. As you know, Zero Res does a great job of cleaning carpets and rugs. But they also clean luxury vinyl planking, tile and grout, fine stone and hardwood floors. And right now, the hottest price of the year, 25% off all hardwood cleaning. That's 25% off tile, LVP, fine stone, and hardwood floors. Zero Res res men spell it forward, zero res spell it back. It's the right way to clean.
Zero res.
Of course, Roland Reich Plumbing has awards from Folio Weekly and the Bold City's Best. Now, Roland Reich is also confirmed as the Google Guaranteed Plumbing Service. Because when you do plumbing right, the word gets around. That's Roland Reich Plumbing.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Brunch with the Tour. Brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
Brunch, provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
The legend is back.
I hate Brunch with the Tour.
You know him, you love him.
Last edition.
No more
last
Tom
year.
Alter, baby. No, we have another edition.
Where were you? Were you in Memphis?
Yes.
Just Gallivants.
Memphis,
when I saw
Montreal the week before.
When I saw Billy Ho on the phone talking to Keegan,
I was right there with him.
And was that Tom? He said Tom said.
Yeah, Tom said. So
he was
Tom
talking about Tom Alter.
Alter kind of sits in scoring unless these guys know if they're in or out or whatever.
Was Billy Hollywood in there a little bit, or was that just? I feel like he was Hollywooding a little
I love
bit.
Billy, but he pulls out a phone.
Yeah, Hollywood. He knew those cameras were rolling.
I'm telling you, like 5 cameras came up.
Yeah,
right there.
I got the plane. You're gonna have to get your own food. We got no buffet.
Love that.
I thought it was kind of cool, and then I'm like, guys, just like
a little more.
Cut the edit. Like,
there you go. Yeah. That's right. Yeah,
Make sure you eat. There's no food on the jet.
They didn't cut it.
It's always funny when we get to the 50 that I look at names and it's just hard to imagine that these guys were in the top 50. Like they don't. It goes to show you though, on tour, as opposed to the guys that want the $1 trillion right away and go take it anywhere, that you can just steady. It's a tour that has become lucrative enough that you can just steady Eddie and be a good player and make $3 or $4 million. And because did you guys have Steven Yeager is in the top 50? Austin Eckroat is in the top 50. JT Poston, Tom Hoagie,
Alex Noren,
Greiserman's still in the top 50. He's 42. Eric Cole, did you have him?
Listen, I think when we started the year with the whole signature event stuff and the Aeon swing and whatever, like there was a lot of concern about whether or not there'd be enough turnover, right? So 38% of the guys that are in that top 50 are new names that were not in it last.
Really?
Some of that, yeah.
Okay.
So
38 new names?
38%.
Wow.
In the
50.
19
38%.
in the 50, 38%.
Okay.
So I wonder how that, I'm actually curious, like how's that stack up in the NFL? How's, the turnover for playoff teams?
It's 50. It's 50.
50. Yeah. So I think it's good.
That's good.
That's play well.
And I have changed my mind. Listen, I asked this question. You'll know because you work on the tour. You want the easiest stump of a 1-year-old trivia question? Like a mainstream trivia. Like you can't go ask anybody, I got a trivia question for you. Who won the Super Bowl last year?
Right.
Who won the World Series? Now you can't. We've been doing it. I could ask you 3 weeks ago, who won last year's, not you.
Right.
Who won last year's FedEx Cup?
Yeah.
Mouth agape, no clue.
Sure.
I didn't know.
Right.
Victor Hovland, by the way, who probably started the final round to his point 5 or 6 behind.
Yeah.
He was way down the
list.
list.
He was at number 53. I mean, going into the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think that was great. I mean, listen, I was in Memphis. That was a Hideki blowout, and then it was like, oh, my God. Here goes Hideki 4 over through 4 holes, and here comes Victor, and here comes Xander.
Why did you let the rules officials rattle my guy Hideki when you knew I needed to win?
I would have got him home. I would have mushed him. I didn't. I realized
Hideki.
I realized.
They rattled Hideki.
Yeah.
I realized as it was ending, I'm like, I remember hearing Hideki sign thrown around during the thing, but I didn't, because he was a throwaway pick. He was the 8th pick.
Yeah. 8th pick.
And when Scheffler won, so I'm thinking Scheffler,
Alter.
Schauffler.
He gave me like Morikawa.
It was all for nothing.
But it was great. But then I think, listen, that drama too with like Tom Kim and Nick Dunlap and Keegan Bradley. I mean, Nick Dunlap has won twice on the tour this year.
Yeah.
Won the USAM. The US Junior is an absolute world beater.
Yeah. He didn't get any credit for one of them, by the way.
And said the 18th hole was the most nervous he's ever been playing golf.
He didn't make it, right?
Speaks to it.
No, he did make it.
He did make it.
Yeah. He had to par the 18th hole, and he did it.
What about, and it's appropriate that Brunch with the Tour.
It's amazing. He's 32nd And if he misses that, he's out.
Yeah, it's appropriate that Brunch with the Tour's sponsors, Dreamfinders Homes and Chick-fil-A, because Hideki-san celebrates
Loves
at Chick-fil-A.
Couldn't celebrate on Sunday, though.
Yeah, he was bummed
He
about
always
that.
wanted on Sunday.
Did I read that he got robbed in London?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Well, he didn't get robbed. They stole his caddy and coach's
So the caddy and
travel
coach,
bags.
they weren't there not because they were like injured.
No,
they
they
were
didn't
just
have
there
their
because they didn't have the
passports
visas and all that
yeah.
stuff. I got you. Now I'm gonna ask you a question.
Payday for the sub caddy though. I mean,
Yeah.
if we're going tour standard,
That's fair.
That's $360K right there, baby.
What did
Does the regular caddy say I need a cut of that?
I don't know how that works.
I mean, I'd be a little miffed about that if I was a regular
Yeah.
caddy.
I mean, sometimes these guys like have their son caddy for them and they
Yeah.
go finish third. I mean, is junior
There's $20, kid.
Yeah.
I'll get you a Dr. Pepper.
Where's my bonus? Your bonus is you live with me,
That's
pal.
right. Yeah. Bonus. Here's a wedge. I got a few of those.
It's called rent.
Hey, when's the last time they played in Castle Pines? It feels like it's been 20 years. So it is
the
almost 20
International.
years.
Yeah.
My question to you is
Which,
this.
by the way, it's always very interesting when I think back about that tournament. We had a tournament called the International.
Yes, the
Not
Stableford
presented
scoring.
by Budweiser. It just like, who paid for that?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We would never have a tournament
Okay.
nowadays called
Same,
the
but
Classic.
same venue.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the course. It's been that long since and it was Stableford, and as I recall, it was
Stableford.
late in the year. I didn't watch a ton of it. Like football, maybe it's already started when it used to be.
It was. I feel like it was in August.
Okay,
before
well,
August.
all
was
right.
like
Well, I
playoffs.
just never really,
It was a
paid
great
much
event,
attention.
yeah.
My question is this, and it's a serious one: are they going to drive it 450 yards?
Yes.
Is it open enough that they can really let her rip?
I think number one, you kind of tee off of a cliff. That's like a 650-yard par 5 down the hill.
They'll hit it down to
That
like
will be
100
wrecked.
yards?
Yeah. I mean, the golf course is about 8,200 yards, longest in tour history, but it's also, mile high. It's a mile high.
Mm-hmm.
So
Might want to
you
go
got-
with Rory then,
you gotta
Pross.
factor that stuff
I'll
in.
never pick Rory.
I wanna go
as
with
long as
Rory.
I live, I'll
It'll
never
be-
pick Rory
it'll be
McIlroy
very
to win
interesting
anything.
to see. And by the way, also how these guys acclimate. I mean, you just came from 7 days in Memphis. I was there. It was the heat index was like 109.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
now we're going to altitude.
Yeah.
And it's not cold there. I mean, obviously
We're getting
it's not-
high.
It's hot there too. It's a dry heat.
Local legal.
But you think about, walking at altitude. I mean,
Are the
that's-
players discouraged from local legal while they're there?
Or is it free?
We're gonna have to call in.
You have a cannabis.
Tyler Dennis to answer
You have a
this.
cannabis office there.
You have an amendment, whatever it is.
You have a little setup that they can go through after they work out in the trailer. Can they go into the cannabis room?
Next question.
Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It comes down to this. I mean, a long season, arduous battles.
I did get good news, somewhat good news. If one of you two can just put your second golfer near the bottom.
Okay.
Because if you get down to the bottom, like, let's see, it's here from the bottom up, like 50th. 66,000,
Yeah.
68,000, 70, 72, 76, 80, 84, 88. You don't get to 100,000 until you get to 40th place. So if I can get you guys even 30th place or less, that's 150.
What does 10th get you?
A lot. 10th gets you 560.
560.
I mean,
first
really
get you 3.8.
3.6.
What a life.
And then 2.1 for second.
No
I mean,
food on
I
the
need
jet,
to go
but
first and second.
560 for 10th.
I know, right?
Really put some food on the jet.
Yeah. 560 for
Right?
10.
What are we doing?
Memphis to
So that'd be
Denver.
two,
That's
yeah,
a
this
little
is
bit of
it's a really
little
uphill.
food.
I need not only Scheffler, who I'm going to pick first. I not only need him to win, but I also need my second golfer to be top 5. And if I do that, then I'll catch someone.
All right, so just so everybody knows, the tour.
I'm writing this down. I'm going to have to know this. It bothers me that I don't know. That's on me.
Yeah, the tour leads the way, but it's 27-8. Gibby/E, 26-6, basically. Hicken, 25-8. Prosser, 24. So you are 3.8 behind the tour.
Can't catch
1
him.
to 4. Well, you could if they got Pavone. And
I'd have to go first and second, which is, okay, whatever.
I'd like to see you taunt and, like, you're such a lead, you'd pick two the lesser guys. Just,
Alex Noren.
No, don't take away Gibby's picks. We've already told him who he has to pick.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
fair.
E.T.'s listening.
all right, so Jeff Prosser has the first pick, and he officially is taking
Yeah, I'm taking Scheffler.
Scheffler.
It worries me. I'm worried that it'll just kind of although I am glad with no cut, you kind of maybe you take that too. Well, I got to play 4 rounds. I may as well win another 3.8. Do they do that? Like even Scheffler, as much as he's won, as much as he does, it's still like, right? It's hard to imagine how motivated you are, man. This guy's made like $40 million already this year. Okay. All right. Scheffler it is.
I've got to ride with the X-Man.
Oh,
I have to.
You do. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, you got
good, man.
You need the X-Man, and got to think he's going to be in the top 10.
I remember when he was on Corn Ferry and could not win. Didn't win.
Yeah.
Got his card, but just couldn't close.
Yeah.
Well, there's hope for me then, because I too have never won on the Corn Ferry Tour.
That brings us to Gibby.
Yeah, wrestling with this one, we gotta have a winner. Well, we don't have to, but we need to stay ahead.
Hoagie looks good.
Yeah,
Gibby, you don't know a lot.
I mean, Gibby, you're chalk guy. That means you got to take Rory.
Yeah, it could be chalk guy.
What do you mean could be? You've been chalk guy since you started picking. I mean, I follow your picks religiously. You go chalk.
I mean, you have two, Xander and
well, Xander, you have to. I mean,
that's chalk.
I'm sorry, Stuart. Should I not taken Xander? Should I have taken?
I mean, you want to call out me for taking
I need just somebody to make a pick. It's kind of what I'm looking for right now.
I'll go Rory.
There you go.
Oh, there it is.
But Xander's chalk too, just so you know.
I got to be honest with you.
Tour back to
Tour
back.
has back to back.
PGAtour.com, Rob Bolton for all your insider power rankings.
I know.
Rob
I looked
Bolton
at that.
has
Number
he has
one.
Scheffler third.
Yeah.
He has Tony Finau number one because of he's used to the altitude. He lives in Utah. He probably knows his distances. I am riding Rob Bolton.
The magic carpet
That's
of
right.
Rob Bolton. Wow.
Why don't you come with me, little girl, on the magic carpet ride? Tony Finau.
Yeah, I love
Larry
it.
now.
And then we turn around and go
and
again.
then we turn around. Give me Victor Hovland, man.
Oh, he's
it's
hot.
time. Yeah, it's time.
Okay.
He's going to have an awful year and win the FedEx Cup
Every
again.
time I pick Hovland, he's terrible. And every time I don't, he's shooting up the leaderboard like a bastard that he is.
That brings us back to the Gibster.
Am I going chalk again? Let's see.
Are you?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Who is chalk?
I don't know. Let's see. I'll ride the wave with Hideki. I'll go with Hideki.
Okay. This is an important pick.
Okay, I need to catch up here. Who did? Oh,
I'm
so
up.
Hideki
So
for
you may not want to
Rory
say
and
anything.
Hideki. Hideki never finishes 20th.
Yeah.
Son of a b. Just do what I did and double team those.
My guy, the guy that I'm lining up with Rob and odds, I'm not a big believer in, but I'm going to have to do it.
Oh, no.
No. Colin.
Morikawa.
Yeah.
All right, Morikawa it is.
Hope you find something.
I knew I was going to get my guy.
Yep.
I knew I would.
Started the year with him, finised the year with him.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Oberg, I'm not going to.
Ride your Swedish horse,
wow,
baby.
I shouldn't I?
Yeah. This is where it pays off.
Wow. I didn't think about that. Is he even on the list here?
Sure. He's on the list.
He's playing terrible,
he's not
man.
playing well.
Oh,
I tell you who I'm going with, bro. This is out of nowhere.
Billy Ho.
No.
Oh.
Same guess.
I'm going with a guy.
Dunlap.
I'm going with Nick Dunlap.
Oh, wow. I love Nick Dunlap.
Nick Dunlap won the U.S. Amateur like 12 miles away. He likes that, the Colorado Mountain Air. That big-footed so-and-so.
Yeah.
Nick Dunlap.
Straight-laced kid, too. He's not hitting the dispensaries. I think we're good.
I'm going with Nick Dunlap. And just all I need, if Nick Dunlap can finish higher than these other 6, I might have a chance.
Yeah.
Right? Just higher than them.
That's
and then,
I mean, listen, it's wild card season, baby.
All right. We'll just see. He's a big hitter. He hits it a long way. He may hit that 480 off that one tee.
Big kid, yeah.
He's not an odds-on favorite.
I know.
That's a gutsy pick.
It is. I'm going to go
See
for
if
it.
it pays off for him, Cotton.
I'm going to go
I don't know, Cotton.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to go with the unknown and a guy. This guy is one. Look, he won as an amateur, and then said, "I'm not going to take the money." Okay, I will go ahead and turn pro. I don't get that money. I'll win another one.
Yeah.
2 wins.
Yeah.
How many guys have multiple wins?
He's an absolute world beater. I think like 5.
He's probably under talked about this year.
I
isn't
am
he?
telling you since I met him. When
He
he
got
was like
cold
14.
for a while, right? He got hot early, then he cooled down for a long time, and you forgot about him.
He changed agents. There was some controversy there and all this stuff. But he is. I mean, this kid since age 16 has been an absolute world beater.
Oh, Matty Every just gave us a good one.
What did he give us?
He gave us Wyndham. He's a Denver guy.
That's who Tom mentioned last week. Tom mentioned last week, and I forgot who it was.
No, Matty. He texted me.
Here's the deal.
Right after your pick.
Matty gets him, and if he doesn't win, Matty spins the wheel.
Right.
Perfect. Take care, everyone.
Matty's just crazy enough that he wouldn't care about spinning the daggum wheel.
That's not
Matty's life has been a series of missed wheel spins.
Matty was out in Memphis.
I love you, Matty.
He
You know
was.
that.
Yeah.
Matt, by the way.
Matt Every might have top 5 hair.
Oh, he's
like if you're at a tour event,
he knows
top 5 hair on property.
He knows. He'll tell you he does it.
I
He
do
knows.
not, on the
Well,
other
a guy gets a haircut twice a week. I will say this because I haven't gotten to do a lot of that PGA Tour live, but I ended up watching a lot more. He's really good.
He's really good.
He's really good. I
Yeah.
mean, and shame on the. I bet you he gets the promotion. I bet we see him out on course here in the next few years.
Yeah.
He should be. He's better.
Well, you're hearing from
he's really good.
you're hearing from a PGA Tour winner that is not a quote unquote trained broadcaster. So it sounds like you're
right. He does say he likes the Dunlap pick, so. But Wyndham Clark is who we should have.
Yeah. No, he's great.
No Orberg and no. Well, Wyndham Clark is not played great. He's gotten a little bit better.
Grew up with Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, right there in Denver. He's probably played the course 100 times.
Former Panther.
Darn it.
Yeah, good thing we
All
got
right,
rid of him.
that's brunch for the tour.
Thank you, Stuart.
Wish me luck. Wish me luck. We'll be back with more. We got the high school report next, don't we? Yeah.
Yes, we do.
All right, this is the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hacker here with a new opportunity for you. The 20-pound summer slim down with Awaken 180 weight loss. Dropping 20 pounds before summer ends, cruising to your goal of 30, 40, 50-plus pounds down. It's simple. You take the last few weeks of summer, eating, drinking, enjoying the weather, but the difference? You're doing it with the 20-pound summer slim down. But you say, Hack, summer's almost over. Well, that's the point. The pounds melt off fast with Awaken 180. I dropped my first 20 in less time, and that easy 20 propelled me to reach my goal of losing over 85 pounds. Think about it. You're about to slide back into the same old fall routine with the same old mindset. Mix it up. Live up the rest of your summer while dropping the first 20. Then jump into fall with a whole new groove. Yeah, I said it, and you'll be saying it too in just a few weeks. 20-pound summer slim down with the solution for weight loss. Online, awaken180weightloss.com.
Jags fans, a new Everbank Performance account could be your ticket to London this October. Through the Everbank London Getaway, one lucky winner and a guest will receive round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and a pair of tickets to see the Jags play in London. To learn more and for official rules, visit everbank.com/London. No person necessary to enter or win. Open legal residence in 50 United States and D.C. 18 or older. Entry period for the Everbank London Getaway Suites is from 8/5/24 to 9/5/24. To enter and for official rules, alternate method of entry, prize description, odds of winning, and other details, visit everbank.com/London. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank N.A.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And every vehicle purchased from Hodges Mazda comes with 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Chelsea here with Renewal by Anderson. Summer's winding down and so are our prices at Renewal by Anderson's end of summer window and door sale. Upgrade your home with custom Fibrex windows and doors. Whether you need custom energy efficient, hurricane resistant windows or a stylish new patio door, we've got you covered. A better way to a better window. Visit us at bestwindowsflorida.com for details. Transform your home before fall with the end of summer sale. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. License number CGC 1527613.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
There are so many ways you can catch me, Mia O'Brien.
Helmets and Heels.
Weekdays, noon to 2.
And on 1010XL's video and social channels. All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota.
It's Mo Time with Mo Bryan.
On 1010XL.
Get your athletes game day ready with Injury Care Centers. Kick off the upcoming sports season with their $69 Peak Performance Physical. It identifies strengths and weaknesses in muscles and body mechanics, tapping into the power of AI technology. Help your athlete run faster, throw harder, and jump higher at Injury Care Centers. Elevate their game from the inside out. Call Injury Care Centers today, 904-783-0008. That's 904-783-0008.
Now that's what I call high
quality H2O.
If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguar General Manager Trent Baalke's plans stayed on track as he got his mission done over the summer.
Signing the core players, that had to be our focus, and we were fortunate enough to get some big deals done this summer.
Former Jag Tony Baselli shared one of his takeaways from Saturday's preseason game.
We saw a handful of snaps from Anton Harrison, who confirmed I think he's our best offensive lineman because he's the best pass blocker.
NFL Network and Jag reporter Bucky Brooks says Mac Jones aced his test as QB2.
Look, man, this dude was locked in. He was focused. He kind of had that edge to him that you love to see from players who have something to prove.
That's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Barra & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. They make the plays on and off the field. Now get ready for the Lockett Law High School Report. Brought to you by Lockett Law. Know before you blow.
Oh, good.
All right, time for the Lockett Law High School Report. Know before you blow. Thanks to Lee Lockett for letting us honor and talk to the kids. We got coach and quarterback here today from Tooco Creek. Jeff, Tooco Creek. Repete. Not Toocoy.
You say Toocoy.
Toocoy. No, no.
That's fine. Okay.
Right?
What
Coach
am I?
Harbison? Toocoy?
Tooco Creek.
Toocoy Creek. Tooco Creek. Toocoy. Introduce yourself, young man. Trevor.
My name is Ryan Kilmer, quarterback at Tooco Creek.
Talking to the mic.
No, that's his. That's
there
our
we
fault.
go. It's our fault.
Ryan's
Talking
got
to
that
the mic.
long blonde hair, and so I became the 80th person this morning to walk in and go, Trevor!
I'm going to give you
I
some,
know him.
I'm going to give you some pub because
Like
I'm
Santa.
going to get a picture of you, Trevor.
Let him do his thing. And, Coach, I was saying this earlier. I moved to Jacksonville in 1991, so I've been here a long time, not quite as long as Dan. And if there's like a local sports aspect that has changed, I'm not sure there's one that's changed more than the explosion and proliferation of high school sports in St. Johns County. When I came here, there was St. Augustine High, and Nice was like, a couple of years old. There's literally two. Now there's a new high school every year, and don't you know it? They're good. You better get good quick.
Yes.
Right? You better be ready. You come in and, mess around. You'll go 2-7 real fast, right? So, what are we up to? Public high schools in St. Johns County? 8 or 9, probably.
I think we're at 8 schools, 7 or 8 right now.
Yeah.
And like you said, they're all freaking talented, man. Really, really good coaches, kids that show up every day and compete and get good fast.
And I think maybe could part of what feeds that be with every new school that opens, you're bringing in kids that, because the game and the county's expanded, come in with experience, right? They came from whatever high school they were previously, right? I mean, you were going to go somewhere before Toocoy. Yep. Where would you have gone? Where would you have been? You would have gone to Nice, right?
I made the right decision.
You could, well, in fairness, you can go anywhere you want with the academies, I guess. So, the challenges of a program that combine with expectations.
Yeah, it's just getting the school and the kids to buy in and have to compete right away. That was tough. When Toocoy was built, we had no senior class, so and they had to be ready to compete on Friday nights. And Ryan's a great example of that. Was he physically ready? Yes. Mentally, probably wasn't prepared.
Sophomore as a starter?
Freshman.
Oh, yeah, freshman. Yeah. We just went through
thrown
that.
to the Wolves early, so that's a challenge in St. Johns County with a new school being built almost every year.
Yeah.
So, but our kids and our communities kind of rallied around our group, and this is our first senior class. It's been there for 4 years.
That's kind of cool.
We're excited to see them finally compete as physically mature young adults.
All right, so let's look at the Tooco Creek schedule, Ryan, and tell me about it. Tell me it's good schedule, man. You got them all. First Coast, Bishop Kenny, Bartram Trail, Clay, Buchholz, Nice, Oak Leaf. Good luck. That's what you want. It's fun, though. That's what it's all about, right? Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the schedule and your team. Tell me about your team, Ryan.
Our team this year, I think, is the best team Tooco Creek has had since we opened. We're all, like Coach said, mentally prepared this year.
Yeah.
We all have the experience. We've got like 12 guys that have been 4-year starters.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah, it's going to be a good season. I'm comfortable with the schedule.
Let me ask you, who have we established an arch rival yet, or is it too early? Or is it
a lot of people call Beachside our rival.
Yeah.
Because you came in at a similar time.
Well, Beachside's is Beachside newer?
It's
one
newer.
year, one year difference? Okay.
Yep.
So,
but before Beachside, it was Nice because half our team came from Nice.
Right, you're close to there. Tooco is basically between St. Augustine and Nice. Is that about right?
Yeah.
Like kind of halfway.
We're just north of St. Aug and just west of.
Yeah.
It's the World Golf Village High School is what I refer to it as. Yeah. Because we played baseball
I can't remember
over
where
there.
I went when I went that night to watch. Because
that was at St. Augustine High.
That was at St. Augustine
Your first
High.
year
Right.
you played.
Oh, no, I went to Tooco for they play the Pop Warner stuff there, don't they? Yeah, I've been over
Villages Toros play at our place. So.
Yeah. So is that you have Pop Warner there that feeds into your?
Yeah, the Villages Toros, shout out to them. They literally supplied us with helmets the last 2 years.
Wow.
Our program's expanding so fast.
Right.
So we just didn't have the inventory of helmets. But yeah,
how many kids you have out there this year?
We're at 166 right now.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 teams.
Gum.
Definitely a handful, but it's fun, man. You see that many kids out there ready to compete.
That's great.
All right, well, we don't want to get him, too confident in himself, but when you're starting a program, it helps when you can find a quarterback, get him in early, let him grow along, and now as a senior, he's taken a lot. You've seen it all, right at that point, and so, that helps you in building a program that you've had a quarterback build with you, right?
Yeah, having a kid like Ryan. I mean, honestly, he was part of the reason I was drawn to the job. He was a young kid, but he has the size and the mindset to be good, and he's done a really good job building up that quarterback room behind him. He's a phenomenal leader in that aspect. We have a kid, Lucas Whitworth, in the junior class who's a talented football player, and he started at a lot of schools. But he stayed because Ryan Kilmer's just awesome, man. He's an awesome kid to compete with, and it helps our entire program. We wish he was a little more vocal as a leader, but he shows up every day, and the kids see that, and that's great for a quarterback and great for a coach.
You have been playing quarterback. You've been starting there since you were a freshman, Ryan. So take me through your football evolution. Like, have you always played football? When did you go to football? When did you become a quarterback? Tell me how did somebody say, hey, this kid can throw it pretty good? He's got a good arm. How did you become a quarterback?
So I started sports in general when I was like 9.
Right.
Which felt like kind of a little later than everyone else.
Right.
But I was playing baseball predominantly. Then I realized I got a really good arm. So where else can I use this? So I picked up Pee Wee football it was called the Villages Panthers at the time.
Okay.
And I decided to play in middle school, and middle school wasn't my best time as a quarterback. But stuck with it, and I decided I wanted to play high school football. I decided to go to Tooco Creek, where all the people I've been playing with since I was 9 years old are going. It's
kind of cool, right? Yeah. So you've had best friends now for like 10 years hanging out on the football team and stuff?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And it's probably a pretty quick realization from going from, I got a good arm, I can do this, to, this quarterback is hard. Because of everything that goes along with it, right? I mean, catch that ball in right field and the arm strength is 2 home plate. A little different.
A little less processing.
Yeah, for sure.
What is been your favorite moment playing football there for 3 years now?
Oh, favorite moment.
Yeah.
That'd be a hard one to pick.
Yeah.
Probably the first win against.
Yeah.
I was there for that. That makes sense. You're young.
Because it was my second ever high school start.
Yeah.
And a win is a win, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
It was a great
memory, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, glad we were able to provide that.
Game.
Yeah. Shout out to the officials.
Yeah. Yeah,
You were terrible.
It was in the commercial. There's a rule here. What stays in the commercial stays in the commercials.
But I know the truth. So.
You were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Tell me about future. You want to keep playing? You love this sport. You want to play in college. You're looking for opportunities. So tell me, go through that process a little bit as far as the recruiting.
So I've got a few offers right now from smaller schools. This season, I'm hoping to get my film out there and get a few more offers just to see where I can get to. But I am definitely going to play at least 4 more years.
What would be more attractive? A smaller profile program where you're going to be able to play quicker, or a plan to play but at a bigger school where development would more factor in?
I would definitely like to play my first couple of years, get my numbers up, and then see.
I heard they have a transfer portal. You could always do it. That's what I hear. I hear that's coming. Yeah, you can.
Kids know how this works.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
What's the district? Most people. Shoot, I've been here for 30 years. I can't keep up with the
districts. Well, it changes every year.
Classification. So, what you did? What's the meat of the schedule for Tooco to be a playoff team this year? What's the district look like? I heard all those schools. I mean, sometimes Buchholz is in the district, sometimes they're not. What's the district?
So, I mean, there's Buchholz regional finals.
And they're always good, right? They're good again.
Lost to Buchholz in the regional finals, and Nice won our district last year.
Y'all three are. That's all this year.
This is a talented district.
Great district.
Kilmer said earlier, we're excited. We're in a good spot to compete. I'm not going to sit here and tell you we're going to win all those games, but we're going to give it our best shot. And it gives our kids an opportunity to play against college football players. And that's what it's about at the end of the day, putting our kids in college and competing on a big stage. And I think Tooco Creek is ready for that this year.
Coach would say Val Kilmer. We would say Billy Kilmer.
Yes.
Hi. Have you heard of either?
I've heard of Val Kilmer. I couldn't tell you who Billy is.
Billy's a football player.
Okay.
He's an old football
Billy
player
was
for
a
the
quarterback.
Washington. He was
but he has 2 L's.
Yeah. Well,
Billy only had 1.
Yeah, Billy Kilmer back in the day was when you could play quarterback if you couldn't be a quarterback.
He couldn't throw.
It was like single wing NFL. Throw it, run it. And,
Went to a Super Bowl though.
Yeah, he did.
That
guy, single bar. That's old school.
Okay.
The quarterbacks are
really single bar.
Tougher than me.
Really single.
I bet you that guy has 100 broken bones. Every time that dude got hit, he just got like crumpled into like a can. It felt like.
Now, shout out to your favorite teacher at Tooco Creek.
My favorite teacher.
Yeah, favorite class. What do you got
here?
Last year, Miss Bishop.
Okay,
that's fair because it's early.
It's early.
She was, it's early. I don't know yet.
Yeah, it's 2BA.
We like Miss Bishop, though.
We're gonna make some cuts after camp.
What did she teach?
She was my Algebra 2 teacher.
Algebra 2.
All of my friends that have taken that class told me it was the worst class ever, and I would hate it.
Yeah.
But she was the best teacher, and she helped me learn it.
See?
Glowing endorsement.
So you never know.
Way to go, Miss Bishop.
Passed it with an A, so.
Nice.
She's a great teacher.
Now, did you guys play a what do you call it, kickoff classic? We
had Fletcher last week.
Oh, you had Fletcher.
Yeah.
How did that go? Did you play everybody? You got 166 kids. How did you play the starters for a half? What do you do?
That's what we did. We played the starters for a half. Pulled Kilmer at half. He had a really, really good first half.
Attaboy Kilmer.
And we got our young bucks in the third and fourth quarter. Coach Faze and Seattle does a great job at Fletcher, so we love competing against kids that are going to be well prepared, and that's definitely a step up athletically for us. And we're trying to prepare for our schedule. First coach is similar, where they're gonna run and jump and catch the ball, and we got to be able to compete against those guys. So that was our goal, and I think we accomplished that versus Fletcher.
Well, it's going to be interesting how St. Johns County shakes out, and it's like you said, it's always changed.
I wish they put them all in the same. Is one school significantly bigger than the others? Are they all about the same size?
It's us and Creekside right now that are going to be the two biggest. We're going to catch Creekside at our next freshman class.
That's that part of the county, that northwest.
Yeah.
You probably don't know this. You don't know how many kids are in your senior class right now?
Oh, in the senior class, I'm not sure.
Yeah, because they are getting gigantic.
They're going to have to build another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the rumors.
They have one going yet?
They're talking about it. I'm not down in St. John's. So
it's getting to the point, dude, where between Bartram and Creekside, you could put a high school.
Yeah,
literally, it's just crazy.
Longleaf Parkway.
There you go.
Look at you, the LLP.
Yeah. Well, listen, have a great year.
I appreciate it.
Coach Harbison, Ryan Kilmer, the quarterback. I just
Tooco Creek
tweeted out your picture, so you'll probably be getting a lot of response. So don't worry. But no, have a great year and congratulations on everything, man. Keep working. Keep working.
Thanks for coming in.
All right. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, sir.
All right. That's Ryan Kilmer, Coach Harbison, Zach Harbison. And we're back with more next on The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Taking the middle of your day to a whole new level.
Look, you guys, they're just all really cool kids. And if they were mine, I would be so proud.
XL Prime Time.
And I am proud just to even know them.
2 to 4 weekdays on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know Before You Blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Mia here. Get it all when you shop Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Just listen to this. Over 275 SUVs, over 200 cars, over 100 pickups, over 50 luxury vehicles. That's over 600 vehicles, and they're all in one location. Arlington Pre-Owned even has 125 vehicles under $18,000. Plus, you get Arlington's 60-day exchange program and financing help from their Credit for Everyone program. Shop online anytime at arlingtontoyota.com.
Come to Monahan Jewelers store-wide 50 to 60% off sale going on now for a very limited time. Everything on display is 50 to 60% off at Monahan Jewelers. We've bought so much brand new jewelry, we need to make room for it. Diamond jewelry, engagement semi-mounts, colored gemstones, even gold chains. Right now, everything on display at Monahan Jewelers is 50 to 60% off. Jewelry's going quick, so come to Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World, simply the best for less. And thank you for your business.
Man, I couldn't be any happier than be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's how you will be treated at that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard, where they're the best of the best, man. You'll find out. You head over there. No pressure, just friendly help. I got my boy Blue, my beautiful blue Silverado. But if you want a car or an SUV or an electric or a pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. I send my friends to George Moore Chevrolet if they're looking for like a used pre-owned truck for their kids or something like that. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no problem. MooreChevy.com. Real easy to navigate. You can always check it out. Has all the vehicles, sales, service, and parts as well. Never been more easy to use. And by the way, don't forget to register for the Corvette they're giving away this fall on their social media pages. Real easy to do so. George Moore Chevrolet. Yeah, they're giving away a Corvette. George Moore Chevrolet, together. Let's drive.
Satisfied that all is well with your business operations? If your IT security and print management is working, you must have hired ABS, Advanced Business Solutions, your local Xerox copier dealer. ABS, Advanced Business Solutions.
Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Feeling the heat, Jacksonville? Cool down with Bold City Heating and Air. From repairs to energy-efficient installs, we do it all. Family-owned and trusted since 2016, we offer clear pricing, NATE-certified techs, and unbeatable service. Call Bold City Heating and Air today and experience the bold difference. Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Bold City AC. Visit boldcityac.com.
Yo. If you've been following me on my bookie, you will know that I'm hitting for straight cash, homie. It's your boy E.T. And are you ready for the ultimate college football season? Using my bookie's sportsbook and casino platform, you can bet on every game and win anytime, anywhere, straight from your mobile device. No app necessary. Just click on the link, sign up, and you're ready to rock. Did you know that the average college football game runs about 180 plays? Every catch, sack, and touchdown is another way to hit that straight cash, homie, using MyBookie. And when you bet with MyBookie, you're not just watching the games, you're investing in every moment of the action. And I'm speaking from experience. A few bucks on the line can turn any regular game into one of the most exciting games of the season. So make sure you head over to MyBookie. And don't forget to use promo code TenTenXL when signing up to claim that $1,000 bonus on the first deposit. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Homeowners, good news for you. Accent on 4. Listen up. Loan Pronto now has mortgage rates that start with a 4. Prosser here. It's true. Mortgage rates have plummeted. So low, we haven't seen them in a long time. If your current rate is over 6%, you can dump it and lower your house payment big time. Loan Pronto just locked in a homeowner at 4.99% APR. So whether you got your loan last week, last month, or last year, it's time to call Loan Pronto. Even if you're in process with another lender, stop now. Call Loan Pronto. Ask about their zero-cost rate reduction home loan. You can lock in a lower rate with no closing costs in a matter of days, with almost no paperwork and usually no appraisal. And if you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Call now. Loan Pronto can give you a rate quote in minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. Call 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Call 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Owner approved credit, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Everbank. The team unity is expected to be a strength of the Gators, according to head coach Billy Napier.
One of the best things about this team, I think, is the trust level, the respect level. There's a certain loyalty that I think we finally have here.
Former Gator coach Steve Spurrier thinks the prognosticators are off in their predictions for this year's team.
We have a chance to win a 7, 8, 9 game. We got ball players. I wish our expectations, maybe they are within the team, 8, 9, 10 or something like that.
The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp will take on the Nashville Sounds in a 6-game set from Nashville. It starts this evening at 7:35. In MLB play, the Marlins lost to the Arizona Diamondbacks. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 80 degrees at 9:01. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
It's very evident that there's great competition. We definitely have more depth than we've ever had. And it's a long season, right? We will need everybody. We're going to need every single person. I think it's important that we embrace our role and we work hard to earn more. Depth is critical in this league and certainly with the schedule that we have.
I tell you what, the Shazam stat of the day, the Shazam spotlight to me came on that little, you just casually dropped in during our Doering report where listen, we count on Pro Football Focus for a lot. If we're going to take their word as accurate when they describe our Jaguars offensive line, it sure seems like they know what they're talking about. And they have graded the Florida Gators offensive line as the 10th best in the country.
I saw it.
Astounds me.
It was an article on making a point for Florida this year, like, that they could be one of the surprise teams type thing.
They're definitely being thrown into that agent of chaos.
And so some of the things that they're talking about, some of the positives, and we know all the negatives. So, you know what? But
yeah, that's fair.
Let's, again, I told you this whole offseason, I can't live in this world of, doom and gloom. So they did beat number 11 Tennessee by 2 touchdowns, right? They blew games. We know they lost. They were going to beat number 9 Missouri. They had them, but they blew it. They led FSU by 2 touchdowns at one point. They led in the fourth quarter, but they didn't get it done. And, FSU was better. They returned their QB1, who's an older guy. He's 23 years old. And they got the number 1 quarterback in the class behind him. Mertz had a very underrated year last year. 3,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 3 picks, 3rd in FBS and completion percentage. One of the things they want from him this year is pushing the ball down the field. They're big into this. They're chasing these shock plays. That's one of the things that Napier's been talking about. They did lose Ricky Pearsall, but they returned Eugene Wilson. They have their tight end, Arliss Boardingham, back. They bring in an Arizona State transfer, a Wisconsin transfer, a wide receiver, 3 4-star receivers in Hawkins, Abrams, and Amir Jackson. PFF ranks Florida's offensive line the 10th best in college football. Their grades have Florida with 3 of the top 10 returning offensive tackles and 3rd best returning interior offensive line in the SEC. again, whether it's true or not, we'll see.
And if they're just looking at the 5, that could matter. If you've got, some of your high-ranked competition could have 12 guys as good as your.
On defense, you got names like Shamar James, who was one of their leaders, second on the team in tackles and TFLs last year in only 8 games. Tyreek Sapp, Jordan Castell, Jason Marshall. I've heard good things finally. I'm starting to hear good things about Cormani McClain, who's a 5-star. They got LJ McCray, another 5-star. They've got transfer portal guys in Slackman and Bridges and Grimsley, and they have recruits in Childs and Miles Graham. And so they, again, you can paint a picture. Now, again, we go out there and play Miami and lose 38-20. I don't know what to tell you.
No, not good enough.
No. And so it's a lot on
there's
that
also this is also hard because times change, and people who've been around for a long time, it's hard sometimes to not get stuck in what is, if not possible, but likely. And Hick, and I know the game's changed, and I know that recruiting makes powers ebb and flow, and there's a lot of programs that have when we were kids, the dominant programs were Nebraska and Notre Dame and USC, and they're not anymore, right? They haven't been Penn State for a while.
Well, I have some breaking news. You have your third baseman.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw this.
But before you say that, what I was going to say about Florida, the one thing you can always count about in Florida today, and if they're 6-6, their defense was going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Florida was terrible in the 80s, the defense was good.
Always good.
Now offenses stunk. They couldn't test you like they do now. All right.
The real test for Florida football, and I always see this every year, and it was a mainstay, like you said, for a lot of years. And they'd play their first, second, third games. They'd line up, and the other team would hand the ball off, and Florida would bury them. And he'd get a yard, minus yard,
right.
0 yard.
And you'd stay in games with that defense, and maybe you lose 10-7, but you'd be in the game.
Right.
And in fact, they can't play defense consistently for the last 10 years, really, is surprising to me.
All right. So you have your third
okay.
baseman.
Is it okay? Let me do a little paring down here. Did he come off the waiver wire or within the organization?
Waiver wire, I'm assuming.
Okay. It's not Ahmed Rosario. He got picked up, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the wire.
Is this the kid from the? There's one from. Is this the Tigers released?
Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
Is it Young? Is that the one they went after? Who's the other one?
Former Yankee.
Oh yeah, Gio
Urshela.
Yeah.
Urshela.
Okay.
Urshela was hitting 243.
Yeah. That's about average these days.
With a homer.
That's actually for what is out there, what's available. That's about the best you can expect.
Yeah.
The only if you guys missed it yesterday, I know this doesn't seem like possible, but now Austin Riley's out for the year. He got hit and broke a wrist, and the list of we're in like 500-600 games of All-Stars lost. That's a little exaggerated, but it's a ton. And really, what's left now for Atlanta, the only way Atlanta can be hold off and win a wild card and be a playoff team, the only way, there is no other way. Freed, Morton, Sale, and Lopez, and I'm not embellishing, have to pitch 6-7 innings and give up a couple of runs every single time they pitch. Not 3 out of 4, not 2 out of 3, every time. If they do that, then maybe they can hold on and be a wild card. And in short series, if those guys are pitching that way, maybe. But this offense right now is so depleted that it's the way it's happened, Dan.
Yeah.
Like you get one back and boom, immediately take away another one. You play without a couple. It's just been. I mean, look at the starting line. So the starting infield tonight will be Urshela. If it's not Lane Williams, who's terrible, it'll be Arcia. It'll be Whit Merrifield at second. I mean, I feel like we're talking about like the 2022 Royals.
The only good news, and while it's obviously while it's disappointing as you go through the season, you still have a chance at the playoffs. The good news is it's because of injury.
Right, we're not taking a turn for the worse, and now we got all these questions. Right. It's like going to be. I will say this, and I'm not the type to give, badges of honor for not being terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that honestly, the fact that they're alive is maybe as impressive as winning 100 and going to, the playoffs.
Yeah,
just a big, and it's not necessary. And I'm not saying that they're, oh my God, they're making so much. It's not just the talent that you're forced to win with. It's just the way. You know how disappointing it is as a competitor.
Sure.
You're in a locker room. You keep waiting for things to get better, and you just get nothing but bad news. There's the fact that they've kept their head above water. Start a 3-game series with the Phillies tonight. Max Fried has not been good since coming off that injury. He's had 3 starts. He's been sketch all 3. And the next 2 games are, isn't it Fried tomorrow? I'm pretty sure it's Lopez against Wheeler tonight and Fried against Nola tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the Braves need to win 2 out of 3 for the wild card hunt. Never mind the Phillies, who are 7 games up and will not be caught.
I enjoyed Shannon Sharp had a little rant yesterday at the WNBA.
Okay.
He was doing, I guess, a podcast with Ocho Cinco. I think they do, or maybe it's...
Yeah, that's theirs, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, he was rocking and rolling. And
what's the latest? Because I kind of feel like...
the other night, in the WNBA game the other night, Skylar Diggins, who everybody knows, she went to, I believe, Notre Dame. She's been around for a while. And Caitlin Clark is having a good game, and she's like getting the fans pumped up with her hand. And you watch Skylar Diggins just like walk right into her on purpose, like made a beeline at her and threw kind of a shoulder into her. And it's been like that the whole year, and it's been very interesting. But anyway, here's Shannon Sharp on that incident and the season.
That trash.
Man, y'all stop this foolishness. Y'all see the woman speed up. Y'all see her. Caitlin Clark is getting the crowd and going. Y'all see Skylar Diggins speed up to make contact with her. Stop this. Y'all mad because that corn-fed Iowa girl busting y'all ass. Y'all said she too weak. She can't do this. She lead the WNBA in assists. She cooking. Let her cook. Let her cook.
Oh, dear.
It's despicable. These quote-unquote women of the WNBA should be so ashamed. Not all of them. So many of them should be so ashamed for the petty. You set women's sports back 50 years with the way you've treated Caitlin Clark. You have made yourself presented as petty, feeling over talent. You have set back women's sports eons with you pitiful reaction to a really good basketball player joining your league. And you just say, and I've just got no respect really for the league and the stupidity of a band of competitors not understanding the value that's coming into their organization because they're so petty and jealous and bitter makes it unwatchable. There's not a heart of a champion in the league if that's the way you're going to act.
One other note, off kilter here a little bit, but next Monday we had a chance for Major League history. And so we need Cora, the skipper from the Red Sox, to take advantage. The Red Sox and Blue Jays complete a game that started on June 26th. It was suspended due to weather, okay? You follow?
Okay.
So they're going to complete it on Monday. Danny Jansen could end up in the box score for both teams, which would be a first at the Major League level. Danny Jansen was a catcher for the Blue Jays and at bat when rain forced a suspension of play between the Sox and the Jays at Fenway 2 months ago.
Okay.
While a date was set to complete the game, Jansen was dealt to the Red Sox at the trade deadline, creating the possibility of a rare occurrence next week when the two teams pick up where they left off. Now, here's kind of the thing. When the game resumes Monday, Jansen will technically be at the plate in the scoreless game, which means the Blue Jays will have to have a pinch hitter come into the game for Jansen. And then if Red Sox manager Alex Cora decides to put Jansen in the game, which is a possibility because Reese McGuire's back in AAA, the baseball oddity is made possible thanks to the suspended game rule that allows for a player who was not with the club when the game was suspended to be used as a substitute.
This, by the way, I mean, as impressive as that Joel Youngblood has been all these years, this puts that to shame.
Yeah. So is he going to be catching when he's at the plate for the other team?
It's just, I'm kind of surprised they allow that.
Yeah. So anyway, it's kind of neat, and we'll see. There's a lot of weird things that could happen in this game, but baseball history-wise, Alex Cora needs to sense that and put the kid in the game for Boston.
I wonder if he should be, should know.
Oh, I'm sure he knows. I'm sure he's been asked about it.
Yeah, you got to put him in.
Yeah. But anyway, I thought that was kind of neat. So why don't we grab a break? We'll keep it rolling. This is The Drill.
It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, and you are listening to 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's Saturday night under the Daytona lights.
This race never disappoints.
NASCAR Coke Zero 400 at Daytona. Brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234. From the station with the most horsepower, 1010XL.
Do the carver wiggle, 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 carver wiggle.
If you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle with lifetime warranty, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. Best price, best payment, best trade-in value, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. With a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there is always a little room for wiggle.
Garber Wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Garber Wiggle.
Expert Automotive is ready to keep you cool this summer. Right now, get an AC inspection or a system cooling checkup. Your choice for only $19.99. Their gift to you this summer is $50 off any service and a free tire rotation with any service. Their ASE certified technicians can keep your car cool without breaking the bank this summer. Call them at 374-3373 to get an appointment today. Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting. All right, a part of my journey to better health means more energy. And look, I'm willing to take you along with me. After visiting Dr. Paul Bousset at Integra Concierge Medicine, get a reading on all my levels, found some ways that we could juice some stuff up. And I'm going to tell you, I'm playing golf at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in 98-degree temperatures. I mean, I reached a point here in the last couple of years where, man, it's grind, 12th hole, your boy's done. Man, we want to play E9? So whether it's the extra energy you're looking for, crippling allergies, it could be your libido or chronic fatigue, you can find the cause and get better. Get your hormones in balance. They have the capability. They're bioidentical. There is no downside. There is no side effect. Nothing but better performance and feeling and is what awaits you. It's as simple as that. 619-3609. Find out for yourself. 619-3609 or visit IntegraConciergeMedicine.com.
It's hard to stop the Tomahawk Chop.
I'm RJ Saunders. Follow Florida State's road to the college football playoff on the Seminole Report.
Brought to you by your local Ag Pro, your home team on 1010XL.
Hey gang, Hicken here for Zero Res. Man, it is hot outside this time of the year. Many of us are staying inside or going to the pool. Well, my friends at Zero Res are also heating things up. As you know, Zero Res does a great job of cleaning carpets and rugs. But they also clean luxury vinyl planking, tile and grout, fine stone and hardwood floors. And right now, the hottest price of the year, 25% off all hardwood cleaning. That's 25% off tile, LVP, fine stone, and hardwood floors. Zero Res, man, spell it forward. Zero Res, spell it backward. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
This summer, beat the heat at Best Bet, your premier poker destination. Whether you're a seasoned poker pro or a first-time card player, you'll find a cool retreat from the summer heat with thrilling poker games, big payouts, and refreshing drinks. Join us for an unforgettable experience. Cool off and cash in at Best Bet. The stakes are high, the cards are hot, and your chance for fun is guaranteed. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Cooking with Prisco.
These things are wonderful. You're going to love it. Have a rollie.
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
Right now, they're on their way to ruin your day. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. And if you're not prepared, you will suffer. Yes, it's that time of the year. Heat and humidity are attacking North Florida. But help is at hand. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air Conditioning. Mike Merritt has a license to chill and lets you maintain your comfort zone at a bargain price. How? Mike Merritt stands ready to help, routine or emergencies. And Mike Merritt knows emergencies can happen at any time. So with Mike, there's never any overtime charges. And Mike's team works without commissions. Merritt will never try to sell you parts you don't need. You can't trust just anyone with a truck. Call Mike Merritt, the company North Florida has trusted for 35 years. Call today. License number CAC 050384.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
This is David Lane. After suffering through several painful injuries to my shoulder, back, and knees, I've taken my issues to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and without fail, they've been a tremendous help towards solving my problems. If you have any orthopedic situations, don't procrastinate. Take action today. Give those aches and pains to the pros at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. You'll be glad you did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah, CJ groin, re-injured that one. He'll miss this week. Oh, Christian will miss again. Still feeling good, but we're just going to hold him out this week.
Yeah, I'm not buying it, man. If you're feeling good and you haven't played it all in the preseason. Is that your lie detector?
Yeah.
Polygraph going off the coach. I mean, I get it, coaches. It's not like
it's fine. You don't have to be that, forthcoming. I don't care.
I don't believe he's fine.
No,
I don't believe that
hurt.
at all. He hadn't played at all. He missed all last year. Remember, he was going to. Here's one. Oh yeah, he was going to be active the last 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
Never saw hide nor hair of Christian Kirk.
Did he miss both of the joint practices with the Bucs?
Yes.
He missed both of them. Wow.
Maybe I know he missed the second. Maybe he didn't the first, actually. I'm not sure.
Yeah, bottom line is this. He's not playing at all this week, and that means he'll be a little bit rusty. Now, look, there's a lot of time between now and September 8th. I expect him to be playing, but he's hurt enough that he ain't practicing. We're not holding him out because he's a veteran and he deserves a week off.
That's right.
He's got an injury.
That's right. That's more injured. And the Jags now, it's fair to say, under Peterson, undersell their injuries.
All right, there have been franchises, when we talk about a litany of, there's some franchises, like the Colts, that look like they were going to go from Manning to Luck, like the Packers, who look like they're going from Favre to Rodgers to Love. So every now, there's some franchises that hit on quarterbacks. A lot of it is blind luck. But then there are other franchises like the Cleveland Browns are probably the poster child. But there are other ones that can compete with that. With that said, the Washington Commanders will have named their 36 starting quarterbacks since 1993.
So 30 years, 36.
30 years, 36 quarterbacks.
That's bad.
I'm not going to have you name them all.
That's a lot.
That's too many.
How many so you're putting an over-under?
If I were to put an over-under on how many you would name, I would say, because you forget
they've started a game. That's
that's where you get, because we got Todd Bauman, right? I mean, we got Steve Matthews. We got Jay Fiedler.
Jonathan Quinn.
So we got a lot of different dudes have started at quarterback for the Jaguars. But I would have put it at like 31. Yeah. I mean, because some of the, the Gator connection, for example.
Shane Matthews.
And
Danny Werfel.
Yes. So
Mark Brunell, you got a Jaguar.
Oh, yeah.
We also have, I just going to start rolling off guys. I don't know if you can keep up. I could probably.
Guys,
I could get 30.
Yeah, guys, you're not going to get John Freeze, who I still don't. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he played some with the Chargers.
F-R-I-E-S-Z?
Yeah. John Freeze played in the league. He's got a number of starts.
Kerry Conklin would be a tough one.
I would not have gotten him. But I would get like the Gus Farrat's and the
Schuler,
Brad Johnson, and the
I might forget
Jason Campbell.
Yeah, I might forget Jeff Hostetler was a Washington.
Alex Smith and
Tony Banks,
Heineke, Mark Brunell.
Sexy Rexy was a starting quarterback for Washington. Speaking of Gators,
that's forgettable.
John Beck started a couple games.
Yeah, I would not. By the way, we would not have hit the 31.
No,
we wouldn't have.
No. The late Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah.
Kyle Allen, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Garrett Gilbert.
Yeah, there's a lot. The 20 would be more like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because some of those guys are like one-off.
I mean, their last 5 guys are Kyle Allen, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Taylor Heineke, Garrett Gilbert, Carson Wentz, Sam Howell, and now Jaden Daniels.
Oof.
My point is this.
You need they better.
Washington has.
They need Jaden Daniels to be the guy.
Washington
give him a break.
is comparable with Cleveland.
Getting there.
Right?
Cleveland's problem was they had 21 in like 10 years.
And they were also like first-round picks.
Yeah.
You know, they just kept bust and bust and bust and bust. And,
Couch, Brady Quinn.
In fairness, so Washington's first starting quarterback since 1993, way back when, Mark Rippon won a Super Bowl.
In 93 he was. Yeah.
But then you go Kerry Conklin, Rich Gannon, John Freese, Heath Schuler, 5th pick overall.
Mm-hmm.
That sets a franchise back when you miss.
For sure.
It's a bust.
And they were also, by the way, didn't
Gus
help. They
Frerotte
were also busting other positions.
Am I not? Yeah, you're right. Am I not mistaken? In Gus Frerotte, didn't he bang his?
He did. He headbutted the end zone wall there, and he went on the disabled list.
What about Mark Sanchez, also a starting quarterback?
Yeah, he's just not good.
What about Josh Johnson, one of the 15 teams he started against?
I would have gotten him because he beat us here.
He did beat us.
Yeah.
I think that's his lone win in NFL history as a starting quarterback.
No, he's one more, I think.
I don't think so. I think he's like 1-12. Well, stand by.
Oh, well, maybe you're right. I thought you were being.
I'm not joking.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm going to look.
Now that you are presenting it as fact and not just being funny, I would believe it.
Yeah,
I just thought you were being funny.
No, I'm a funny guy.
That's it, huh?
Josh Johnson is 1-8.
Nice.
1-8 as a starter. This dude has played for.
That makes us elite.
Yeah. He beat us right here.
Quiz. Who does he play for?
No, 2018. By the way.
A ton. Not two.
He's available. So if somebody wants to call him, his last team
beat
was
us.
San Francisco in 2022. So
I mean, college football is just so dumb.
No kidding.
I was looking at that chart we got sent in of these the age of some of these quarterbacks in college football this year. Cameron Rising, Utah, 25. Alan Bowman, Oklahoma State, 24. Tyler Schall, 24. Dylan Gabriel, 23. KJ Jefferson, 23. Graham Mertz, 23. DJ Uiagalelei, 23.
Mm-hmm.
One of those guys, 24-year-old Allen, but just to show you how, I don't know, ridiculous things have gotten.
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma State's quarterback is going into his, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
7th year of college.
Yeah.
To put that journey in perspective, he was a three-star recruit in the class of 2018. Other quarterbacks in that class, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Milton, and Will Levis. I think it's time for the
COVID year.
I don't care. You're 7 years, 25 years old. That's not college football.
No.
You don't get to play college football for 7 years. I'm sorry. It's terrible the things that must have happened to you that you take twice the amount of time to get a career in.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I tend to agree. It just is what it is.
Joe Milton and Trevor Lawrence in his high school class.
Our friend Bill Barnwell, who likes to write. I mean, he must write like, you know how like the teacher assigns the essay. It's 1,800 words.
Okay.
And then Bill Barnwell will give you probably 3,700. This guy must write like 7-8 hours a day.
The only guy I know who's more long-winded in his writing is Matthew Berry, the fantasy guy.
Is he?
That too. Now he's like a former sitcom writer, so he likes to get his creativity out in it.
This is like the longest article I've ever seen.
That's the very first team that he talked about. He went 4 pages on.
Yeah, 5 NFL teams most likely to decline.
Yeah,
I'll just give you the teams. I'm not going to waste time on this, but I mean, my gosh, this guy writes forever.
This is basically a longer-winded version of 7 teams in, 7 teams out. I mean, that's all you did there.
He did 5 teams most likely to improve.
That's what he's doing here.
So the ones that he doesn't like. The Steelers, okay. The Giants, which
no one does.
If they get worse.
Yeah, no one likes the Giants. I mean, everyone puts the Giants.
This guy, GM guy, that Hard Knocks thing is going to derail this dude. I'm telling you, when the Giants go backwards this year, and he had the famous line of, we don't have a $40 million quarterback to hand off to a $12 million. Yes, you do. And we're spending our money on the offensive line, which will be no better. That's going to be a problem. There's a lot of, So I would be a little concerned if I was Joe Schoen or Shane.
Shane.
The Baltimore Ravens, which is interesting. Okay. The Ravens weren't secretly a bad team, and while anything's possible, we shouldn't project them to fall below 500. They were 13-4. They were the 1 seed.
I like Barnwell. I like all these intricate deals. This one seems silly. If you're going to put teams that are still playoff teams, still contenders as less improved, that defeats the purpose of it. If you're going to put Baltimore, then you better be telling me, hey, Baltimore's coming back to the pack. They're not going to make the playoffs this year. You're going to take a third. No, let me guess. Kansas City on the list?
No. The Eagles.
They're going to get worse?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's fair because
I
they're
could
bad.
see the Eagles not being that good. I could see this thing blowing up with the Eagles.
If the offense stays healthy, Dan, I think they'll be okay because they've got a lot of talent on offense.
They do.
But they haven't been healthy.
Cleveland, which would be good news for us.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, you're not going to have Chubb all year. They caught that Flacco magic. They were probably not really playoff worthy last year. It's all about Deshaun, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to step up.
Big time step up.
Big step up.
Yeah.
So
Major bust.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he's able to do that, but I don't know. And then the ones that he has improving, which is one team that you're not that high on, that's the Chargers.
I just don't think I think like big picture, yeah, I don't think this year.
Here's one team that I'm not high on, the Patriots.
Yeah, I saw somebody predict them 8-9. I don't know where this is coming from.
Me either. Washington, rookie quarterback, but 4-13 a year ago. Kansas City, because they were 11-6.
I mean,
yeah, I know they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, can you improve on winning the Super Bowl?
Arizona, I think Arizona could improve. I think Arizona
everyone just loves this Marvin Harrison Jr. man.
Oh, they do?
Golly, they're just talking him up in all circles.
Are they? Because I hadn't heard much about him.
Well, in fairness now, I got a fantasy draft this weekend, so I'm like ears to the ground on offenses and rookies and that kind of thing. So the fantasy perspective is still very high on Marvin Harrison Jr.
Okay, because I had heard would you take Neighbors or Harrison if you had to take a rookie in fantasy? I would take Neighbors.
I would take Harrison.
You would?
Yeah, because Murray's in that offense to me is better than Jones.
Definitely better.
And you got Benson and Connor. I think the Cardinals might be a little bit sleeperish. Didn't the Cardinals play punch out of their weight class last year?
You know who's
Cardinals last year? Don't you?
They beat the Eagles,
right? No, weren't they the team that had 3 wins and they were all like playoff teams and then they got Kyler back late and they played better. I think that could be a sleeper.
When is your draft?
Sleeper cell Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And you're doing it. You're back again.
Back again for like the 30th year.
Still chasing that title?
It's just embarrassing.
It's the hole-in-one or the title. Which would you rather have?
Oh, God, the hole-in-one. Not even close. Oh, gosh.
Are you faced with the fact that
I would trade the title every year for the rest of my life for a hole-in-one.
Are you facing...
Used to, like, you know what, Hick, back in the day, because it's relatively big money, man, you don't have any money, you got kids, you want to win for the money.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even need... Like, now I understand, like, you hear these people, like, playing, I don't even want the money, it's the trophy. That's how I am. I want to win it just to win it. I don't even care.
Yeah.
I do, I'll spend the money, but...
And the thing is, you're usually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm a player.
But you don't win.
I'm like the Steelers.
Yeah.
I go to the playoffs every year, but I never, I've been deep. I've been to the championship game once.
Uh-huh.
And I've been like third place 2 or 3 times.
Are you at peace with the fact that you may never win a championship?
I don't really care. I mean, I'd like to, but I enjoy it for the fun of keeping me. I still enjoy it. I don't enjoy it as much as I used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not near as well prepared. I've become that. And I used to look at this guy in my fantasy drafts when I was younger. The old guy shows up with a magazine and just goes by the list.
Yeah.
I kind of become that. Then I'll manage my team through.
But in fairness, that's because the lists are so good now. That's what a lot of people do.
Well, and also because of what we do, I'm not ever flying blind. It's not like, oh, gosh, I got to figure out who's where. Like, I know DeAndre Swift is in Chicago.
Am I saying like Breece Hall is the guy to take in the top 2 or 3?
Breece Hall and Bijan Robinson are a couple of running backs in that top. I don't know if Breece Hall is going to go as high as top 3. It looks like it's McCaffrey and those receivers.
Okay.
CeeDee Lamb and
who will you take with the 5th pick?
Jamar Chase.
Yeah, Jamar Chase
up there.
Yeah. Who will I take with the 5th pick?
Yes.
Trade seekers here. I'll probably go with one of those running backs that's available. If they are. And if not, I'll take whichever one of those top receivers.
Will the Cheetah be at 5?
Cheetah will also go. He'll go before. Cheetah will go second. Christian McCaffrey.
How about Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Yeah, he'll be
a good pick.
He'll be considered. I think again, whatever. Everyone knows. I look, if you have the 5th pick, if I had the 8th pick, I would be either way. But with the 5th pick, I almost feel like I got to go running back because, it's like fantasy. Look at like RB number 20 right now. Compare him to wide receiver number 20.
Because you're in a 16-team league.
Right, and they're good, and they all know what they're doing,
Right.
and you can get receiver depth, out forever. Running backs are going to eventually run out. So even if those 3 are taken, I'd go running back probably 5th.
Would you consider ETN with the 5th pick?
It's a little too high. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I say it's too high. It won't be if he goes off.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Here's the kid. Do you take ETN over St. Brown or Tyreek Hill? No. That's the problem. So, and I think what's going to happen is the 4 receivers or the 3 receivers in McCaffrey will go 1 to 4. CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, who's the third? And Jamar Chase.
Uh-huh.
And, Justin Jefferson because of the injury and because of the quarterback play. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown is probably undervalued. Maybe I might go him 5. I might. But I'd like to get a running back only because I feel like when I come back in the second round, there's going to be a good number 1 receiver still available. And the running backs will be 12, 15 deep.
Would you take Breece Hall?
I would. I'd be okay with that.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. We'll grab a break. We'll keep it rolling here. We'll come back and
we'll cool down. We'll see what's trending or headline. Something.
Yeah,
we'll do something fun. That's what we do.
That's what we
Cal
do.
and Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year 1 rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Former Jaguars corner and first-year head football coach at Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows, K-12, Aaron Beasley here. Are you looking for an A-rated K-12 school prioritizing academics, arts, and athletics? Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows offers a rigorous curriculum to develop strong minds with an additional focus on growing good hearts. DCSB has been an A school for 8 years, and our tuition is free. Now enrolling. Apply at baymeadowscharter.org.
Great news for you homeowners out there, especially if you're looking for a little cash. Maybe it's a project. Maybe it's just some financial freedom. Maybe you're ready for a big vacation. I don't know what you need your money for, but I do know that Loan Pronto can help you find it. Mortgage rates are tanking at Loan Pronto. You can find them in the 4s. It's the best rate in years, and if your current rate is over 6%, dump it. Lower that house payment big time. Folks recently locked in at 4.99% APR. That's a 4. So whether you got your loan last week, last month, or last year, you might want to call Loan Pronto anyway. And by might, I mean do it now. Even if you're in the process with another lender, stop and call Loan Pronto. Ask about their zero-cost rate reduction home loan. You can lock in a lower rate with no closing costs in a matter of days with almost no paperwork and usually no appraisal. Act now. You can even skip your next 2 house payments. That's right. No hard credit pull, no upfront fees. Call 999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 999-1508. Loan Pronto.
Hey guys, this is David Garrard, and I want to tell you about Clearwater Irrigation. They put my new sprinkler system in at my new home at Jack's Beach, and I couldn't be happier. Oh, hey, John.
What's up, Dave? You know what this means. You're going to have to sing.
Man, I can't sing.
Then you'll fit right in, buddy. Clearwater Irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers. Hit it, Dave.
And drainage, too.
ClearwaterJacks.com. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
There is no doubt that the success of the Jacksonville Jaguars is going to ride on this offensive line. That is the biggest concern for fans, organization. I would guess coaches, although they won't tell you that. I got to believe that there is a worry about the offensive line. How good can they be? Will Mitch Morse be enough? Will Brandon Sheriff stay healthy? Can Ezra Cleveland stay on the field? What about Cam and Anton Harrison? Will Harrison continue to develop? And besides Walker Little, who's behind those guys? Who's behind those guys that can step up? Because inevitably, all 5 guys are not going to start all 17 games. This is a big deal for this Jaguar team. They got to feel good about the quarterback. They feel good about the receivers and Evan Ingram. They feel good about the defense. The offensive line, that's where we're going to make or break 2024. And that's your Duval Minutes, brought to you by Lift Power. Man, summer's here. The job market is hot, and Lift Power, they're looking and ready to help experienced lift, truck, and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Benefits include 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Too good of an offer to pass up. Come see why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work for the past several years. Our rapidly growing business has proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. That screams stability, family-owned and operated. We want you to be a part of our family. Do not let this opportunity slip by. Learn more. Visit liftpower.com.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On August 20th, 1938, New York Yankees future Baseball Hall of Fame first baseman Lou Gehrig hits record 23rd and final Grand Slam in an 11-3 win over the Philadelphia A's.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood. Underwood has completed 75 years in business, and now you are starting your next 75 years. If you were going to simplify things, what is the single most important thing in Underwood's history, and what will be the most important thing in your future?
Frank, that's simple. Our honesty and integrity. You know, our founder, H.F. Underwood's favorite saying was, know the truth and tell the truth. That's why we're the longest-standing member of the American Gem Society in Florida. Because we know you have to have the knowledge about gemstones before you can tell the truth about them. That's why we continue to educate our staff through the Gemological Institute of America and the American Gem Society. In fact, today, Underwood's has the largest American Gem Society credentialed staff of professionals east of the Mississippi River. So come by and see why we're looking forward to the next 75 years and let one of our experts assist you.
That's at Underwood's, serving excellence since 1928. In San Marco, Avondale, the shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
The experts at AMCO have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the AMCO transmissions nearest you at amcojacksonville.com.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia.
For all your plumbing needs, call on the Bold City's best. The water heater's broken, disposal doesn't work. Toilets overflowing, the wife's going berserk. There's water all around me, the faucet sprung a leak. The only way to fix it is to call on Roland Reach, 'cause I got the blues. Yeah. Roland Reach Plumbing. Lose the bad plumbing blues and find your peace with Roland Reach. Yeah.
This is Dr. James Perry, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jag QB Mac Jones' preseason performance was consistent with what General Manager Trent Baalke had observed.
He loves the game, and it shows in everything he does. The preparation he puts in. He's one of the first ones in, one of the last to leave.
Jaguar rookie defensive tackle Mason Smith has a specific goal for this season.
Consistency. Coming to the next level, that's something that I really wanted to focus on. Just not being up and down and, not having a great game and then coming back and then having a great game.
Jag head coach Doug Peterson, he keeps this message in front of the players to stay focused.
What I just keep encouraging all our guys that are competing is, you're competing for our roster, but there's 31 other teams that are looking as well.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
I'm just cooling down from that walk-off home run last night. That got me all lathered up.
Yeah, the Braves' postseason chances ended last night at 10-11 when the Mets hit the walk-off, some 10 hours after the Braves learned they've lost another guy for the rest of the year. It's not a guy either, another all-star, I should say. I'm cooling down on my new guy, Nick Dunlap. Yeah, I need Nick Dunlap. Snagged him. I learned that the 8 hole is the power spot. I mean, that's what you proved last week at the deck sign. I've got to avoid that dastardly wheel, and I'm going to need Nick Dunlap to come through for me to do that.
Who did I pick again? And this is most important.
You have Xander and Morikawa. I have Scheffler and Dunlap. And apparently E.T. is now in the sights with Rory and Hideki.
Yeah.
I don't like his twosome there. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. See
what that means.
He got a little angry with us, hung up today. Probably
I
me.
think he's angry with you.
Yeah.
I think he interpreted you, maybe rightly, to be a little mean-spirited.
Well, I mean,
it's what it is. I
what
get it. I mean, that's you.
Yeah. I mean, is this a surprise?
I mean, let's ask Jeff Logge when you tore your bicep. If you didn't, show up to the team meeting room, Coughlin just going to give you a pass until you, 6-8 months or, yeah. I was just proving your point there.
Yeah.
All right.
You tore it against the Bears, didn't you, Loggeman?
First game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Opener.
Edgar Bennett.
Is that 97?
That was a hot game. Wasn't that hot game we played? Wasn't it really hot up there? No?
That's Kajana Carter's debut, maybe?
No.
Price privilege. That's a good one.
Very nice.
Locke said the year he hurt his bicep, tore his bicep, he was the highest paid player because he only played 4 plays.
Yeah, I love
per
that.
play. That's pretty good. That's good contract negotiation. All right, let's do this. Let's finish up with some New York City headlines.
Oh.
Brought to you by Integra Concierge Medicine and my doctor on demand, Paul Busey, can be yours as well. 619-3609. Crippling allergies, libido, chronic fatigue. If you've got causes, he's got solutions. I promise you that. 619-3609. Integra Concierge Medicine.
Lost at sea, missing New York City lawyer shared haunting final post before vanishing on doomed yacht with jewelry designer wife.
This is like a super yacht, and there's quite a few people missing.
Tornado
right?
hit it or something? Something weird? I don't know. Harley Davidson slams brakes on woke policies after sparking biker and social media outrage.
Right now, they're probably on the hunt for who in the world did we ever hire at Harley Davidson that suggested this. I mean, of all the companies you would not.
Sometimes you just gotta have common sense.
Yeah, I guess.
It's common sense.
Common sense is to hire people based on who's most qualified. That's common sense.
Smells like team spirit. Staten Island's Cologne kid catches scent of off-field notoriety amid Little League World Series run.
Oh, get smart. John has a new little cult hero he'll be following.
I'm not going to read some.
It's a little Little League kid with, there tends to be 12-year-olds about that age where you start throwing that cologne on there thinking you're a man, isn't it?
Clueless star Alicia Silverstone sparks fan concern by eating poisonous berry. Are you alive and well?
Poison fruit, and a lot of Hollywood have eaten that, Hick.
Higher power, how Aaron Rodgers got into ayahuasca. Jets quarterback strange trip revealed.
Experimenting. Probably Gateway. Probably got in that Gateway Amendment, whatever it is. That's
Making waves, NFL star couldn't resist Sydney Sweeney thirst trap.
him and the rest of the male population.
Don't fall into that one.
I will say this about that Sydney Sweeney and the thirst trap. It's not as thirsty in that nun horror she's in. What, that new movie? Tony, you know the movie I'm talking about? Yeah, she's very, very plain. If you're having problems with the Sydney Sweeney obsession, then you can watch this nun movie and it'll cleanse the palate a little.
World's oldest person dead at 117.
That's a long time, bro. Imagine that's like not even half. I'm old. That's not even half my life. Or twice my life.
Inside dark tourism, the new trend for wealthy boomers vacationing in areas with high travel advisories.
It makes perfect sense in the idiocracy. What do you want to do? I don't know. Where's the most dangerous place we can spend a week?
Grateful, Charlie Sheen's rarely seen twins support mom Brooke Mueller after Matthew Perry ketamine investigation.
I haven't seen a picture of Charlie Sheen. I have a feeling that like when you see your next picture of Charlie Sheen, it'll be the first one you've seen in like 8 years. We're gonna go, good grief, do you know who this is? That's what you'll be doing.
Tracks of horror, shocking video shows brute trying to drag woman into traffic in random attack at LA train station.
Yeah.
I just read them. Sacred Path archaeologists uncover stones in Israel matching road where Jesus walked in stunning
I saw that.
discovery.
There's supposed to be some biblical corollaries there to historically.
As low as it
archaeologists.
gets, heartless thief steals children's lemonade stand money jar containing $40. Video.
Maybe he needed the cash, Survival of the fittest.
Oh, my.
That gives me an idea. I see the little kids selling the lemonade there off number 8T at Tooco Creek. Anybody low on cash, just pick you up a little on number 8.
X marks the spot. Viral Swiftie holds sign at gig asking fans to call out X's and gets hundreds of names.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't do this Swiftie X thing. That's, yeah. All right, here's an idea. Don't talk to your ex. That's why they're your ex.
Last one, senior moment. Women over 60 are getting grandma makeover, plastic surgery, including tummy tucks, boob jobs.
Well, whatever makes
Grandma
your girls
makeovers.
happy.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You do it because you're at grandma age.
Yeah.
I was real afraid because, again, with the idiocracy, you never know. I'm afraid young girls are getting surgery to look like old ladies. I mean, I don't know anymore.
We just read them. Gibby?
Now, the 2-minute drill, brought to you by Injury Care Centers, the exclusive provider of BioTarget regenerative therapy for pain. Visit GoBioTarget.com for a location near you.
Good morning, Tone.
Good morning. There was a whole season of dark tourism on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't checked it out, you should.
I hope some of them got killed or hurt.
No, it's one guy going around doing all these different spots around the world. So, like, he went around Chernobyl, like people go over there to jump
I
in
hope
a
he's
lake.
got some radiation. Yeah,
Right,
it's like the people like
stuff.
death. Remember this? We'll go away with death in the Grizzly Maze.
Yeah, I'm going to sun myself here at Chernobyl.
Correct. If I'm going to go live with a grizzly bear, then you know what? He's going to kill me. Good.
He was on some tour
He's got to
bus
eat.
in Japan where they had that nuclear accident.
Oh.
They were like, well, as long as the level's not above this number, we're fine. And it was like twice that level while they're riding.
Is this guy still alive?
Yeah.
What, his brain must look like a scrambled egg with all
It's the guy who did that Tickled documentary.
Oh, yeah. Dan hasn't heard of any of these things. I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, same guy.
All right.
The dark tourism.
Did you watch the Tickle documentary?
I did.
Is it as bizarre as it would seem to be from the outside, or probably not quite as bizarre?
It's a really bizarre idea. And like really good documentaries, you have an idea for something, then you start doing it and realize, no, the show's actually going to be about this.
Yeah, I guess a tickle.
it's a
What is it? Like a tickle? They tickle people.
Yeah.
It was a second career
people
for
who
it.
like to be tickled.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, that's interesting. And then
Okay.
you find out what's going on like behind the scenes. Like it's pretty dark.
Oh boy.
Behind the scenes.
Nothing like
Shine the light.
The world of competitive tickling, Dan.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know. You just don't know how dark it is.
You need to shine the light on Jeff Lageman coming up here.
Yes, we will.
for sure.
Yeah, we are
By the way,
taking
I
all
should-
questions for logs. Yeah.
Maybe he'll be tickled about some of the questions. But if
Right,
you reach
tickled
over,
with the tape.
if you
Yeah,
reach
see-
over to tickle him, he may whap you.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah,
I wouldn't go to tickle.
The tickle.
Jeff
Now,
Lageman.
Logs isn't a go tickle him guy.
No.
And most men aren't, quite
No.
frankly. I mean, who
Honestly,
are you going to
no.
go tickle?
I assume
Yeah.
most NFL athletes.
I think you're supposed to tickle like grandkids. I think I draw the line there.
That's cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
We can waste some time now. That's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. So long.
The drill.